Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Yeah, Aleph says he's heard good things. I also have heard good things. I enjoy what I've played so far. Even though we haven't even gotten into chapter 1, or actually maybe we haven't started chapter 1. I think we're still technically in the prologue. So I think like the true like chapter real meat of the game, real meat and potatoes of the game has yet to be started. So we're still kind of learning the ropes and learning how combat works. You know, we're still kind of getting our sea legs, but I'm really enjoying it so far. The general gist that I've seen online is that people agree it's a good game, and Owlcat, I think is the name of the developer. Owlcat Studios is known for making good games, but there have been some bugs at the start of the game. Apparently this happens with a lot of their games, where their games start off very good for sure, but also kind of buggy, and it takes a while to kind of iron out those kinks. So I've heard a number of people say this game is very good, but there are some bugs. If you really, really want to like shotgun through the game, you might want to wait for some patches to come through to up the ante slightly. But like I said, I'm enjoying what I've seen so far, and we're playing it pretty slow. So I think at the rate we're going, we'll probably allow for the devs to get more patches squeezed in, that kind of thing. I'm glad you feel consolidated. That's all I'm looking for, Oga. So yeah, is it fun co-op? That's a very good question. I don't think there is co-op with this game, sadly. Also, whenever I say co-op, if I say it too quick, I feel like I'm saying quap, like the QWOP, like running a marathon game where the guy falls over. I think this is single player only. Oh, I'm wrong. There is online co-op. Okay, I'm full of shit. There is single player. There is multiplayer. So yeah, I could see that. I could see online co-op being interesting for this game. But no, I haven't delved into that myself. In fact, for that matter, I don't really know a lot of people that have done Baldur's Gate 3 co-op, because I know there's also a multiplayer aspect of that. It is good to see, by the way, Auto Exec. Yo, Aleph, I was just thinking about the Omnissiah, that like whole text. That whole text of that like monologue. It's so badass, isn't it? Grace and I were watching something, and it reminded me of it, and I forgot to mention it, but I remember thinking I need to show that to her afterwards. That whole monologue is so badass, dude. So badass. Doing some Baldur's Gate 3, trying out co-op for the first time. Yeah, yeah, that's a really good question. I would be curious to see how co-op would do with this game as well. Only one person gets. That's the thing. Yeah, like I think this is very strong as a single player game. So I don't know if I necessarily would need or would like gain very much by having a cooperative aspect of the game, but combat, of course, combat is where co-op and that kind of thing would work so well. Now, granted, this is a turn-based game. I think Baldur's Gate 3 is the same, where it's kind of a round-robin, roll initiative, everyone takes turn kind of thing. So really, you don't even need built-in online co-op. You could just do what Unstable and Jed and Mallory and Aaron and I do, and we just we use like a third-party thing, like Parsec to kind of pass the controller around, so to speak. So like when you loaded in, it was really easy to miss, but all the corpses started bleeding in unison. That was kind of fun. So yeah, I could see with combat, but like Elgaso was saying, yeah, for the story stuff, it's pretty much limited to one player. Now, granted, you could still deliberate as a group, but only one person gets to pull the trigger, obviously, which is one of the main draws. Yeah, the party members in the group when the game launched. Oh, okay, you can push people. That's nice, Auto Exec, so you can rotate folks out. That's really nice. It's like a drop-in thing. Good. That's much nicer. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, hopefully there's some kind of system like this where it's less of a you're locked and loaded. By the way, one thing I want to mention, of course, is that we do have some dares we are working on. For those who know me, if you've been here before, you probably know I very much enjoy. I'm just a fan of Dare Drop. They added me as a daredevil, which kind of makes me a unpaid, a fanboy. Basically, I'm basically a fan. I basically simp for them. I'm a fanboy for them. I'm a brand ambassador. That's probably a nicer term. I'm a brand ambassador for them that has done a good enough job where they've recognized the fact that I bring something to the table for them. So they added me as a daredevil. Doesn't really mean a whole lot, but it means a little bit more visibility in the Discord server, on their website, and I get some nice perks and some sneak peeks. Some sneak peeks about games that I know are coming up soon. and things that I'm not allowed to talk about, but I got some knowledge. I got some knowledge, which is kind of neat. So I'm further inclined to do dare drop things from time to time, and of course, whenever I do a dare drop game, that means we have giveaways to unlock. That little blob of text that I posted in the chat right now, it was above my head for a second there. It has all the details about the giveaways, but the basic gist is we need to play through the game, and when we get to chapter 2, I believe, we will have to make some decisions on whether or not to be 100% heretical, dogmatic, or iconoclast, but that's only for chapter 2. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Is the camera fixed? You can rotate. You can rotate, you can zoom in and out a little bit. Not as much zooming, but yeah, some rotation for sure. And last time we were here, we of course, yeah, in fact, we can kind of take stock of how things have gone and what led to the current circumstances. So welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Last time we were here, we had some big old combat here. Everyone's fine. Nobody gained injuries. Everyone's nice and healthy. So everyone's good. We've got my guy that I the custom portrait happened first. This is an older picture. You can see the old backdrop was my old condo back in my old place. So the picture came first, and I tried my best to make my guy look like my picture, but the character creation isn't that wild in this game. We have this guy, he's a melee specialist. This cool lady, she's a spellcaster, psycaster, what have you. And this lady is a gunner, ranged weapon specialist. And my guy's a sniper. Background looks very painted. That's one thing I really appreciate. The vibe and like the aesthetic of the game is very solid. And it is a CRPG in like a, you know, in the technical definition of what this game is, as a computer role-playing game. And yeah, I would say there's very much some obvious some obvious like parallels to older Baldur's Gate, as well as of course the newer ones. The newer ones and the newer games of the genre, that kind of thing. No, it's been a minute since I've played this game. I'm trying to remember, do I hold control? Is it this? Is it this? I'm trying to remember how. Oh, you can just middle mouse click to have it show you, to have it rotate the camera easily if you want to rotate real fast. But there's a button you can hold down to have it like highlight clickable things, and I can't remember what it is. Is it right click? No, is it shift? We'll cross the bridge when we get there. I think we've already explored this game well enough. Or this room, rather, well enough. So let's continue. Let us continue. What's up, Tyrant, by the way? Yeah, Alien Darkness said that game was very good. That game was very good. Was very hard, but extremely worth it. We actually beat that game. Actually, if you might have been watching, Tyrant. We beat that game about a month or two ago. Finally, after I kind of put it on hold for a while. Game was very good, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you are enjoying it, rather. I'm always flattered whenever somebody says like, "Oh, I got into a game because of you, Alex." I'm always like, "Oh, that's so flattering that I don't mean to. I don't like have ambitions to be an influencer, but the fact that, you know, what we play here can sometimes, you know, plant a little seed in someone's brain that can sprout into a game recommendation. I think that's pretty cool. I think we came from here already.
Rise to the top.
So I'm trying to remember where exactly we need to go next. We had a number of places to potentially go. Can I go this way? Yeah, it's usually, that's what I was thinking. Usually it's Alt, but if I hold Alt, I can't move the camera, so that's not it. It's not Shift. Is it Space? Might be Space. No, Space pauses. Is it Tab? Not Tab. Is it Shift? It's Control. Crap, I'm actually gonna look this up because... Actually, is it right click?
I always have a backup plan.
No, it's not right click. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up real quick because it's a little bit embarrassing. It's only been like 4 or 5 days since I've last played this game, but it's long enough. Highlight objects, it's Tab. Okay, it's Tab. Good. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. So we're just gonna poke around from place to place. Oh, we can't go here. For a person to get through. Oh, well, can I go then? Large enough for a person to get through? Yeah, can I squeeze through? It says large enough, but I guess maybe they mean one person. Maybe that's got to be later. So let's see what else we have. Because, yeah, we did the combat in that big room. How about this guy? Will not move an inch. It is blockery node. Unfortunate. It's all about RTS, XCOM. Yeah, Tyrant, absolutely. Tyrant, you might already know this, but me and some friends, we've been doing this kind of fun thing where we play XCOM 2, but in co-op mode. Now, you probably know XCOM 2 does not have multiplayer, but we've played... We haven't played in a little bit, unfortunately. It's been like a month or two since we last tried it. Just because our schedules have been weird, but there's like 6 of us, and each person gets one assigned party member. And in combat, we just take turns using Parsec to kind of round robin, basically pass the controller, because none of us are nearby. We all live, you know, far away from each other, and it's really fun. XCOM 2 is, of course, a very well-made and very fun game, but playing it in multiplayer is actually quite fun, being able to, like, strategize together and crap like that. Mordenheim, and then Necromonger. I've never heard of that one. Never heard of that one before. Open a jam door, the character with the highest tech use. Okay. I'm pretty sure tech use would be my guy. So we have logic or use a machine right set. Well, I can with 100% certainty logic this door open. So that's going to be my guy. So interesting that, like, if your skill is high enough, it's a 100% success rate. Not like Dungeons and Dragons where, well, you can roll a nat 1 and fuck it up. So no matter how confident you are, you can still cock it up sometimes. Oh, it's a Warhammer thing. I gotcha. This is only my second Warhammer game. I played Bolt Gun and loved the shit out of it, but it was kind of light on lore, so I'm kind of green. I'm kind of a greenhorn on the Warhammer universe. I have much to learn. It's a very skill test. Results can determine how successful. Gotcha. So there's a 100-sided die. Each skill test has a difficulty up to 100, including negative values. Okay, so I guess in this case, this means test with difficulty of -10. My score is 40. Roll 30 or less. Okay, so interesting that it's set 100%. I mean, it seems like there's still a chance I could heck it up. But maybe with, like, the inherent difficulty that with the game settings we're using, like the overall difficulty level, maybe it means that like it's a little bit nicer to us. The greater the difficulty value, the easier it is to pass. Okay. Develop different skills for your character and get good. We got that shit. Cool. So what do we get for opening this cool door? Let's find out. Necromunda, gotcha. Okay, it's a packed universe. It's a little bit intimidating. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit intimidating because there's so much, and I know nothing. Well, I know very little, at least, about the tabletop game. I've never played the tabletop game, so it's very dense. And I was telling my sister-in-law, she's really big into sci-fi. I was hanging out with my brother and my family a bunch over Saturday, this past Saturday, and I was hanging out with my brother and my sister-in-law. And yeah, we were talking about some books they've been reading, and yeah, she's big into sci-fi. And out of curiosity, I was like, "Have you ever heard of Warhammer?" Because the tabletop thing is one thing, but there's just really fascinating world building and storytelling there. So, she said she had never heard of it before. I was like, if you're ever curious, there's some wild shit. Explosive device, I like that. And also something to equip. Something to equip indeed. So it's there we go. So to tech use. Well, I think my guy is the tech use guy. 55, 30, 30, 30. All right, well, there's an obvious choice here. I see whoever gets since for like tech there we go. Now does it actually show up on my guy? Yeah, it does actually. That's kind of nice. When it comes to checks, when it comes to skill checks, it sounds like there's never an instance where another party member will be shoehorned into doing a check they're not good at. It sounds like if you have a person who's good at the thing in your party, they will be assigned that role when it comes time to do the skill check. Of course, I guess unless my guy were to get separated from the group, but because he's my dude that I created, he's probably going to always be in our group. There's no guarantee that these others will be in our group. In fact, since this guy was like the main bodyguard for the boss lady, I suspect he'll leave our party once we reunite with the boss lady. But we'll see. We shall see. It's a small scale skirmish game. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. There's a bunch of them. Yeah, there's Mechanicus. There's Space Marine. Space Marine 2, of course, comes out next year. And I'm thinking I might try out Space Marine at some point, especially if Space Marine 2 is on the way. Space Marine 1 sounds like a game I might enjoy, especially because I've heard a number of people say it's got some general gameplay, like almost like Zelda-like gameplay isms to it that I think I might enjoy quite a bit, just as like a kind of adventure game with you know, presumably interesting combat and lots of gore and lots of chainswords and shit like that. It might be my cup of tea. So you know, there might be more Warhammer in my future, just in general. But we shall see. We shall see. Of course, like I said, it depends on other games we're playing, other games I got queued up, and Lord knows I got plenty of games that I'm working on. Cogitator. Machine spirit is no longer powered by the motive force. Those are two interesting terms, the machine spirit and the motive force. So how do we do this? Demolition, tech use, or tech use. So tech use uses a multi-key, demolition blows it up. I can just use tech use without having to use any resources. Let's go for that one. It was more Gears of War, gotcha. Because when I saw it, it looked like more kind of, you know, third-person adventure game, less Gears of War specifically. Kind of slow, stompy stuff, though. Yeah, that's a fair point too. Maybe it won't necessarily be my cup of tea. I like Gears of War, but my experience with it is very minimal. I've only played it at friends' houses for multiplayer, that kind of thing. But I'd be curious. I'd be curious to check it out. Restore the power supply. Let's reunite this thing with the machine spirit, or the motive use, whatever it was called. So if I go back here now, and I open the door with logic, and my logical brain is so smart. So sure enough, you get some nice rewards for exploring and succeeding with certain checks, and get some nice toys to play with. More multi-keys, a shotgun. That's exciting. That is very exciting. We'll have to determine who's going to get that in a moment here. That might be good for my guy. That might be good for our other friends. So you have some choices to make here. More explosives, and this is a medikit. I'll collect those. Those are some very good resources. So yeah, so it pays to explore. It pays to keep an eye out on what is interactable. So like, yeah, hold the tab button, just kind of poke around a little bit, see what we can find, just because you never know. Never know. We've already checked with that guy. Nothing over on this side. I can talk with these guys, but I don't expect they're going to have much to say to us. Through the void chip in no time. Yeah, we're trying to like recapture this place after it got fucked up a little bit by this coup attempt. Actually, it was more of a coup success for, well, maybe not success, but they definitely fucked some stuff up. No question about it. They definitely succeeded in breaking some shit. I think we've seen all there is to see in this area. I think we've diddle-dallied enough as it is. Let us proceed, my friends. It's always a little bit tricky making sure I've got everybody selected. I wonder how many party members we can have. We have 4 right now, but there's plenty of space in this top bar here, so we might have more where that came from. I have to blow up the door. With pleasure. That's going to be our assigned demolitions expert.
I better myself for my service.
And we all leveled up because we blew up a door. Sometimes you blow up a door and you just feel really smart. So, earlier we got the logic leveled up. We can get expose weakness. Removes all exploits from the target to decrease the dodge, parry, and armor. Because yeah, a number of our skills apply exploits to bad guys, which inherently makes them easier to hit, but we can burn those exploits if we want to decrease their dodge, parry, and armor by 10 plus. So yeah, it's a calculation. 10 plus stack, a number of stacks multiplied by, what's persuasion? No, not persuasion. Awareness. PER is awareness. My awareness is quite high, so that's pretty cool. New ranks available. So I guess I just say, yeah, I take this. Like, it's not like there's anything I can, there's no selections to be made. It's just, all right, I got the thing. Archetypes. Unless it's saying, oh, okay, so you can multi-class then. Right now I'm an operative, but once I get to level 16, we can multi-class. Prime Lord, Apex, yeah, I'm just kind of noting these things. Also, it seems like we got a fuck ton of experience from that whole thing, that whole ordeal. Is there anything else I can select? I guess there isn't. Yeah, so we got this exposed weakness, then we say complete. That locks it in. Cool. So we have that ability available to us now. Whereas the next level, we'll probably be able to choose from some talents Yeah. So we'll be able to choose some stuff, and we'll also get a new improvement, a new kind of attack. Very nice. I'm guessing everyone else is probably in the same general boat here. So he gets Endure until the next turn. All incoming damage is reduced. So he kind of hurtles up a little bit, kind of holds it in for if like we know he's gonna be taking some damage, because this guy's a tank. He's a tank character. Lock that one in. That's useful. And then now she is also an operative, so she gets that same exposed weakness ability. I'll take it. Gladly take it. And then our gun specialist, she gets Revel in Slaughter. She's a soldier. Removes the winded effect. Gains falling bonuses. Ballistic. Skill goes up. Critical damage, hit chance. After the soldier kills 3 enemies. The kill counter is not reset between rounds. Very nice. Very nice. That all sounds heckin' great. Sign my ass up. Alright, now that we've killed a door and felt really smart about it.
Keep your wits about you.
So our homies are going that way. And there's an autosave. Very good. Thank you, game. Get some stuff over here. Have you work it? Oh, really, Tyron? That's super nice, man. So customers can enjoy the stream. I will do my darndest not to be too weird and not to be too vulgar for the sake of the nice folks hanging out with you. But thank you, Tyron. This is very, very generous of you, my friend. This game is really cool. This game is really cool, and I'm digging it so far. Everything's stacked up. What's going on with this guy? Oh, am I looting his corpse? I sure am. He had a multi-key. Any multi-key. Got a Circle K. Okay, well, maybe I can be a little vulgar. It's like, I mean, because we all go to gas stations, right? It's not like it's something we all have to do from time to time. No, I actually, I had a couple friends that used to work at gas stations, and stories they would tell was always interesting, because like everybody has to get gas at someone, right? Like not everybody, it's not like a limited, it's not like a small subset of the human population. Like you get all types there. And some of the wild stuff, like really interesting customer human interactions, like just the super unique stuff that you really wouldn't get anywhere else. For better or for worse, you know, there are times where they were saying it was really interesting, and other times where it was a huge slog. But like any job, obviously, like any job, it's got its pluses and minuses to it. So that's the way we need to go. Let's keep exploring this way, because there's definitely some goods. And this is all burninated down, of course. I have to look for another way to reunite with Edelthrud. But crack this open. So tech use is not a guarantee, but I'm pretty confident. 98%'s looking pretty solid.
Get the job done.
Job done. And this is, I think this was an elevator. Maybe it's still, I mean, I guess it still is. We get a helmet. Very nice. Oh, I wanted to look at that shotgun. That's right. That's right. That shotgun could be something really cool. The question is, who gets it? Should that be to me? Or should that be to... Probably not this... Well, I mean, he is close range, but he's got that charge skill. So, if he's in, like, close range with someone, he can just charge to close the distance. Whereas this lady, she's got the bolt gun, which is really good. This does more damage, but of course the range is significantly worse. I think she's better with really good range. Maybe we add this as an offhand, because right now I have a sword and an axe. Maybe I make that as an offhand instead. Because that sniper is great for when I'm, you know, far away. This thing, let's see, what kinds of cool stuff do we have? Rending shotgun, knocks enemies back, that's kind of cool. If I need to force some knockback. Armor penetration is actually worse, unfortunately. Yeah, this is worse in a lot of ways. It's got more ammo. But yeah, that range is rough. The rate of fire is identical. I'm trying to think if there's any downside for using a sniper rifle when someone is in close range. But I guess if nothing else, this is... For one thing, it makes my guy look cool. That's pretty sick, right? It makes our guy look cool. And if nothing else, I think that would be a second weapon we can use. I think the way it works is, even if you have action points left, you can't fire twice. Because you're limited... Well, for some weapons you can. For this gun, we can't because it's a rate of fire of 1. I think that means 1 shot per turn, regardless of action points left. So this, if nothing else, would mean if someone is close enough, we can blast him with a shotgun and also the sniper rifle. But yeah, that's something we'll have to kind of figure out in combat. 5% armor is nice, but I almost think that might be better suited for the guy that's taking a lot of hits. So we're gonna give this to you since you're in the front lines more often than not. Explosive devices. I don't think this goes anywhere. I guess you. Yeah, you can't equip those. Machine right set, same thing. That's not really equipable. Skeleton keys, nah. So he's got a med kit. I guess I'll give. Actually, yeah. Who's got the best medicine? 35, 30, 30, 35. All right. So I'm gonna take this off his person and put it instead on mine.
Stand for it.
Oh, I guess that's NPCs only. All right, never mind. No, I'll leave it for now. Because yeah, this lady is slightly better at Medicae. One-legged duck, what's up, bud? Only 1 billion channel points. All right, I'll dig deep into my back pockets. One-legged duck, see what I got for you, homie. See if I can spot you a little bit. Yeah, not for Cthulhu, of course. It's just for scientific purposes, right? Also, I think this. Maybe this like is an elevator, but it's out of commission or something. Because yeah, there's nothing that can be used here.
Always keep my options open.
So I think we're set here. Let's proceed back this way. Can I press home to lock in on a character? Looks like I cannot. Oh shit. Is that gonna fall? I need that thing to not be dead. Whomst is this? Scorching heat. Now, is this the fire, like a fire witch? I know that's a thing in Warhammer Fantasy. So if you've ever played Vermintide, like the fire witch character. Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40k are, I think, mostly separate. I don't think there's much that ties them together, if anything. You get to hold the explosives, yeah. Hold a bunch of explosives next to some open flames like this. But no, it's not a fire witch, it's just Theodora, which is the boss lady we were looking for. I do like that song. I do like that song a lot. His body's engulfed in inferno. I guess she just has that as a superpower. Power sword, the other raised in an inviting gesture. A sorcerer's apparition. Like, no, it's just a fire boss lady. That she'd be considered a psyker. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought she would be a psyker based on the abilities she was kind of throwing around earlier. yeah, we've got the sister at what she called a sister at arms, I think. Not sister of silence, I think sister of gun or something. But anyway, yeah, she's ready. Yeah, sister of battle. Thank you, Agas. She's ready to go. And our homie here, Abelard, he's like, yo, that's the boss lady. Don't kill her, please. He's not too confident, he says. He's staring at her, and there's a muscle on his cheek twitching, threatening the Lord Captain is out. Oh, he's like freaking out because what's her name? Argenta spoke semi-threateningly at her. Aren't you in pain? How'd you get here? I am wherever my will demands she be, she says. But am I ready? She watches you without blinking. Her snake-like gaze makes you forget about the fire searing you, leaving burns on my skin. Oh, I should probably deal with that. Give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide. What an oddly, like, I don't know, fatalistic way of speaking the boss lady is addressing us with. It's very ominous and makes me wonder if she's like, if she is what she says she is, or if it really is an apparition. Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. Ooh, this might be some warp fuckery, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if I trust this. I don't know if I trust like that. The entity, yes, the entity, right. The thing that encoiled our brain earlier, that dwells in the deepest recesses of our mind, pleading, begging, nay, demanding that we give her an immediate answer, and that answer can be nothing other than acceptance. I don't know if I trust this, man. Do not listen. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. All right, I don't know about all that. I don't know if I'm just gonna step in flames like a dingus. A little bit sus. I don't know about this. Before we suffocate from this furnace. This is some chaos shit for sure. The plague puppies? That sounds adorable. Oh, the little Nurgle buddies. Yeah, those guys were, yes, they're slightly little murder puppies. The survivors from the middle decks, we must help them. Get out of here somehow. Frightened voices, screams, muffled. All right, so we have something that we need to do now. Oh, we get to learn about our convictions. Tough decisions based on their values, interests, and goals. So we have 3 directions. So this is something we need to pay attention to because we're gonna have to lean very heavily upon this for later. Once we get to chapter 2, we're far away. From that. We're far away from that. But once we get to chapter 2, we will need to play through the entirety of chapter 2 by sticking with one of these 3 directions when the time comes. We'll still hug the puppies. I respect it, one-legged duck. I respect it. So there are 5 ranks. The higher the rank, the more zealous you are. Promotion through the ranks opens up new dialogue lines, events, unique abilities, changes your attitudes with characters. Very nice. When one of the conviction branches reaches rank 3, votary rather, or is it votary? Not sure I know what that word is. Becomes the character's main focus. And then the other 2 cannot be raised above rank 2. So you pick a main path eventually. Got it. So we need to break up with Idilra, whatever his name is. No, Adira is her name. All right, we have to make a choice. Do we walk through the fire and trust the Emperor? Do we trust this ominous image, this potential illusion of Lady Theodora? Or do we rush the homies to safety? Indeed, some tough choices. I don't think I trust this this fire path, this fire apparition. This seems dangerous and this seems fucked. And like Elgaso said, some chaos shit, no doubt. So we have one of the other choices. Do we like trust in the Emperor and just hope the flames will just work out, or do we save the people? I say power to the people. Let's get the people out of here. The illusion breaks. Hell yeah. Voices of the people, the voices of the people beyond the shroud of smoke grow stronger. So we forgot about Theodora. You see nothing but bellowing fire. So it was an illusion. So get the heck back. No more fire smolderings, please and thank you.
Where did she go? The thing standing in front of us in the fire? I could have sworn. To the same place all unholy visions go. Do you want to follow it, witch?
Not particularly. Alright, so there's nothing else we can do here. I mean, this thing is fucking busted. There's no way to clog that thing up. We gotta find another way out. Another way around, rather. So we could go back the way we came. Of course, this is obviously stopped up. Let's go back this way. Maybe we should talk to the Overseer. Maybe he's got something. Never mind, he wants nothing to do with us. In fact, nobody wants to talk to us. Crash the platform? Wow. That had a 90% chance of working. So if that wouldn't have worked, we would have, I guess, needed to do something else or just get good. Just get good and hope for the best. Was there anything in here? I just want to make sure there's nothing else that opened up that wasn't previously open to us. Just use the people to get over the fight. Just clog it up with dead bodies. What's the worst that could happen, right? Yay, he's a champion of the people. Wait, why is he stuffing living human people into that cauldron of fire and flames and burnination? No reason. No reason.
Too late. We are too late. Or perhaps Edelthrad and his escort never...
Edelthrad, that's the guy's name. Couldn't remember the guy's name.
Could be even worse.
Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak, without us.
And I want to fight things, she says.
My lord, I beg your pardon for interrupting. The people are asking for orders. You came back to save us. So now we will follow you through thick and thin.
Oh. Now we are the captain.
To the bridge.
I'm the captain now. What's up, alias?
then he requires...
Alias, that game you were playing earlier was wild. That VA something, that looked cool as hell, man. I was lurking earlier.
Voxcasts. They are still coming in, even though it would make sense for Lady Theodora to be on the bridge right now, at the head of the counter-assault. I feel uneasy. What if the Lord Captain is besieged in her own chambers? With your permission, I suggest that we confirm for ourselves that she is not. We can use the same elevator that Lady Theodora and Mort headed for earlier.
Everyone's got such interesting names in this game, and then you get Mort. What's Mort? Oh, Dice Heart. Yeah. I did see you playing that earlier. I was lurking at the start of your stream. And yeah, Dice Heart looked wild. Yeah, there was a bunch of cool stuff. But yeah, Dice Heart looked cool. Your description of it also caught my eye. Like the way you described it in the Discord message that went out. I was like, all right. I saw that. I was like, all right, I gotta see this. Yeah, it looks really freaking cool. Yeah. Name dropped you for... Oh, that's nice of you to say, Alias. Yeah, I would be down. I'd be down to try it out. It looks really cool. Yeah, I need to like look more into it because I was like kind of multitasking when I was watching earlier, but it looked pretty sick. But yeah, and then the other one, it was VA something. The name of it escapes me, but it looked really cool. I think it was a demo. Make it to the meeting with the heir. Okay, so I think because I don't know if it was because we were like too late because of like a time limit thing. I think it was because we didn't walk over this bridge area. We didn't like make it to this side. We instead like went back and around. I think that meant that like locked us out of meeting with the heir, with Edelthart. But it means other opportunities now have arisen. So now we've got like the people that are following us and trust us more. So, you know, you can't do it all, right? You have to make decisions as far as what's a priority, and certain quest storyline things will happen or will not happen depending on your choices. Yeah, Proxy, that's the one right now. Yeah, has big potential. Yeah, it looked really impressive. I was really liking what I was seeing. But of course, it's a demo. I think I checked out the Steam page and saw that they don't even have like a release date set. It's still got a ways to go. So this, of course, is still very much on fire. That's no bueno there. That door is also closed off. Can't go through that one either. Let's keep looking around. Got a potential path that way. Yeah, this is a CRPG. Yeah, the combat is, I would say, has very much some XCOM isms. It is more grid-based. I mean, I've watched a lot of people play Baldur's Gate 3. I've yet to play it myself. Baldur's Gate 3 obviously has an intrinsic, like, movement system and, like, number of spaces you can move. Like, there's definitely a system to determine things like movement and distance and how close you are with certain spells and weapons, and, like, if you can reach somebody with this weapon or this spell. There's definitely a system for that game. But in this game, it's more grid-based. It's more concrete and explicit about how far things can reach, how far your movement goes. And I'm liking it a lot so far. The fact this game came out a few weeks ago, and of course, Baldur's Gate 3 is the first thing that a lot of us think of when we think CRPGs. A lot of people are comparing this game to Baldur's Gate 3. I can't really speak to it a whole lot myself just because I've yet to play Baldur's Gate 3, but I'm liking it a lot so far. It's the same developer as the Pathfinder game. So Pathfinder, Kingmaker, and Wrath of the Righteous. Same developer, which is pretty cool. And I know those games are generally liked, although I've heard people say that that Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous both were kind of buggy on development and got fixed pretty well as time went on, but it took a while. So a lot of people are expecting... Oh, I didn't even notice this thing. Can't go that way. I think a lot of people are expecting there to be some bugs and some kinks to iron out, but I haven't had any issues so far.
Or get left in
Attention
the
to
dust.
detail is the key to success.
Got the new headset. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I guess I was just thinking, actually, I guess you haven't used a headset on stream in a while. Black Legend was a good one. Did I trust in the Emperor? I went power for the people, Tyrant. I went for the Iconoclast option with the choice we had earlier. So for better or for worse, I went with an iconoclastic choice. Go to the captain's quarters. That's where we want to go ultimately, but I want to get some optional stuff first. So this is a module room, not a room for receiving guests. Yeah, this is more for stuff behind the scenes. Character customization. The character creation was kind of limited in customization. One of these things is not like the other. You might notice that for our character portraits, something's a little bit off compared to the others. So we did get to make a custom character. I started with this stupid image first and tried to make a guy that looked like it. I made his forehead as tall as it would let me go, but I couldn't make him go very far, and I decided to make up for it by giving him a funny mustache. So the customization cosmetic options are just kind of so-so, honestly. But as we level, we do get abilities to, in some cases at least, to choose what abilities we want to add more points to, what kind of character we want to build. Some of it is kind of locked in, like we just leveled up. We got this ability guaranteed. Sometimes we do have choices. We'll have a choice here. We'll have some talents to choose from. So there is customization insofar as how you build up your character. My guy currently is a sniper rifle specialist guy. Mostly he does have a shotgun as an offhand. And I think that fits in well because we have a melee specialist and a spellcaster and a ranged weapon. Like a less of a sniper rifle, more like assault rifle ranged weapon specialist. So we have a good diversity so far, but this is still a prologue, so we got a ways to go. Also, Terry, good to see you, Terry. Yeah, Psyker, exactly, Alias. That's exactly it. Yeah, Psyker is the term for the spellcasters. And I cracked this open. Nope, it just happened automatically. Good. Some more goods. We don't call it spoils. We don't call it a stash. We don't call it items. We call it goods. Call it goods. By the way, we get something to enhance logic and another set of oils, sacred oils, cogitograms. So this is for appeasing technology spirits, machine spirits, I call them. I will collect them, and I'm curious about these here spectacles. Lex mechanics. So my guy, I think, is the logic guy. So I think that is for you. Yo, look at us. We look so cool. To be clear, logic is 55, 30, 30, and 30. Okay, well, yep, that makes sense to give to us then. I think that makes sense.
Is there money to be made?
Anything over here? Plasma conduit. Cool. Powering a vast void chip. Well, that's what we're on right now. We're on a void chip right now that's getting attacked by a bunch of heretics. So, you know, shit is getting a little bit silly right now. We're trying to reunite with the boss lady. We're hoping that if we go to her quarters, we'll be able to find her, hopefully safe and sound. The Lord Captain. Waiting for payday? Oh, waiting for payday as in, like, the game payday? Like you're installing it? Or waiting for, like, paycheck so I can buy some games? Because yeah, in a weird sense, I am waiting for payday insofar as I like Payday 3 and I'm waiting for it to get updated and patched so it, you know, get more content added in before I play it more. Because that's how I feel about the Payday series right now, more specifically. But also, yeah, if you're looking for potential games as, like, recommendations, I'm liking this so far. So, I was saying earlier how, even though a lot of people inevitably compare this game to Baldur's Gate 3, I can't really weigh in on if it's better or worse than Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, speaking earnestly, Baldur's Gate 3 is apparently one of the best games ever. I've yet to play it, but I mean, it's won all these awards. It's got all these accolades. So it's probably kind of hard to put this up against Baldur's Gate 3 because it's way up here, right? But I mean, I'm still liking it. This just on its own. Yeah, Rogue Trader, got you. I got you. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot so far. I'm big into 40k, very nice. Yeah, glad we got Baldur's Gate 3, but I need more of that 40k. I need it right in my veins. I understand, Terry. Yeah, I'm kind of a noob, honestly. I'm kind of a scrub when it comes to Warhammer. I'm learning, and we're getting there. The only other Warhammer experience I've had prior to this was Bolt Gun, and I loved Bolt Gun. Solid game. One of my favorites that I've played this year. But yeah, that was my only real first-hand exposure to Warhammer, other than hearing about the kinds of goofy shit my friends would do in their tabletop Warhammer games. Because I have a bunch of friends that have played Warhammer for like 15, 20 some odd years. So I've heard so many stories, and I've learned just kind of by osmosis a lot of lore and like background stuff. Background information about how the universe operates and the wild, goofy shit that happens in Warhammer.
always
It's
keep my options open.
I know enough to be dangerous at the water cooler, you know, for water cool discussions, but beyond that, I'm kind of a scrub. By the way, this must be the boss lady's private quarters, because yeah, she's got her own like little private fountain, bathing bathroom, chill area, but no toilet. I guess she doesn't poop, which is maybe that's what makes her so godly. Terry's terrible lore. That's perfect. I might lean on you, Terry, for some knowledge whenever I find myself going like, why the hell does that work a certain way? I might have to tap Terry and be like, yo, give me that knowledge, because I have much to learn. Much that I want to learn, for sure. Yeah, Darktide. I've heard very good things about Darktide. And you're right, there is Vermintide. Vermintide is Warhammer Fantasy, and I did play a decent bit of Warhammer 1. Oh, she did. She did, by the way. That's the boss lady. I played a lot of Warhammer 1, but never played Warhammer 2. And loved it. I really, really enjoyed it. But yeah, I realized that Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 1, or Warhammer 40k, you know, are notably different. I don't know if there's much overlap. I don't know if there's, like, if they occupy completely different universes, or if there really is something that like ties them together. Also, you know how it is. We just found like a really bad and scary a story moment. I'm wondering if I like go to check on her, if it will whisk me to the next thing, or if I should, and if so, if I should use that as an opportunity to scope around and take in the sights and pick up those goods before we go past that broken bridge. Like, oh god, a dead body. Anyway, let's loot this box over here. So yeah, it's like I try not to overly gamify these things, but at the same time, also badass weaponry. At the same time, I try to make sure I'm not leaving some goods. We got some goods right here. It might be a time skip thing. That might be it, actually. Maybe that is how they're like sort of linked together. Another helmet. This is Dogmatic Follower, Helmet of the Devoted Protector. Oh, but you have to be dogmatic to get it. Okay, well, that actually might fit with our melee guy. He might already be a dogmatic dude, a doggy boy. That's pretty sick. I'll take it. Yeah, Darktide's good. Yeah, I know there was an update very recently, and it looked really cool, honestly. Maybe they could add more weapons. That'd be nice. Yeah, it's the old world, so there are different universes. But there's the gods. I gotcha. The gods and daemons. Gotcha. They want to repurpose them. Well, okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Right. I'm not gonna talk to the lady. Well, you can't really talk to her right now because she's very dead. But I'm gonna loot her safe. I like how I guess it's just unlocked. Rogue Trader's Cloak. Oh shit, that's cool. Oh whoops, no, I want to take it. And then get these goods over here. Yeah, oh god, a dead body, I'm so sad. Anyway, I'm just gonna take all your important stuff, lady. Thanks. Thanks, lady. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I really liked Warhammer, or Vermintide 1, and I've heard very good things about Vermintide 2. And yeah, Darktide is a game I would love to play at some point. Oh, is that... You can see the purple. I don't know if you can see it on your guys' end on the screen, but there's a very faint purple void, or warp-esque hue about the place. I suspect we're gonna have to follow it to see what went down. So here we go. Let's get close. The murder scene, indeed. So the illusion we saw earlier was just that. It was an illusion. No doubt about it. No ifs, ands, or buttholes about it. Age of Sigmar. Interesting. Okay. Did not know that. Shenanigans are afoot, no doubt. Yeah, I saw a really funny Onion article, or the Hard Times article, that said with the Darktide update that went live a week or two ago, Darktide developer weeps quietly at his desk as he watches Twitch streamers blast through this level that took him like 5 months to build and like curate, only to watch streamers like speedrun it to like take some 5-10 minutes to play through content that took them half a year to create. Like, oh man, I worked really hard to make that cathedral look really pretty, and no one's appreciating how nice it looks. They're just shotgunning right through it. So yeah, I know the new update. It looks really cool, but I've heard people say that they're still waiting for more content for Darktide. So yeah, so Boss Lady is done. So I suppose that means we are maybe the new Rogue Trader by assumption, until we can find Edelthread. Don't know if we know what's happened to him. Right, we knew about items and convictions. We already got that one.
No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
Very, like, shockingly convincing voice acting. I was like, oh my god, I was not ready for that. Wow. They didn't mince when it comes to the voice acting.
Lord Captain, who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
I take my time. I'm the same way, Aleph. I'm probably insufferable. I'm probably insufferable the way I slowly play through these games. One of my buddies, one of my college friends, she would always say that whenever she would play like World of Warcraft or like old school, maybe not old, by today's standards, old school. Whenever she would play MMOs with her friends would say she was licking the walls. She was taking so slow. She was like savoring so much of the game. It was like that's the phrase. I was licking the walls. I was like trying to savor every morsel that the game had to offer. And now I borrow that phrase. I have been known to lick some walls in my day. Reboot the old world. Trying to refresh it. Gotcha. But they didn't have the love. Gotcha. So just blow that shit up. Okay. Trying to glue it back together. Oh, yeah. That's a tricky one then. Yeah. Like you said, if the passion wasn't there, just gotta savor it. There you go. Just gotta savor that stuff. Yeah, the Warhammer Fantasy. I love what I saw of Vermintide, and it makes me want to go back and play more of it, honestly. Humiliation and suffering upon Theodora, not a swift death. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Do I want to say? I'll say nothing.
How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Archmilitant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
Unless he was part of it too. Hard to say. The Rat Boys, there you go. What's up, Shock Value? I'm a fellow wall licker. You and me both, buddy.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
More like a window licker. There's other things you could claim that I lick, Elgas, though, and make things interesting. By the way, I saw Terry asking about the dares stuff. So right now, it's not super relevant because we have a ways to go before any of the dares become relevant. But the basic gist of it is that I'm a kind of a brand ambassador for this site called Daredrop. I'm one of their daredevils. Daredrop is like lots of these other sites where streamers and content creators it's like a portal where they can connect with publishers to get review keys for games. So it's like Lorkid and Press Engine and Terminals.io. The difference with Daredrop is that you can sign up for dares or little meta challenges that upon completion, the streamer is rewarded with extra Steam keys they can then give away to the audience. So it's like you get review keys for things, but then you can sign up for extra stuff, extra little challenges. Sometimes it's something super easy, like beat the game. Sometimes it's something weird, like wear a funny costume or do an impression of a character or something, something a little bit cringy but kind of fun. The dares I signed up for, they're in the chat above me there, in the chat right there. And really the soonest one that could potentially come up is the one for chapter 2, and we're not. I don't even think we've started chapter 1 yet. I think we're technically in the prologue still, so we got a ways to go. Baldur's Gate, or no, BH3. What would BH3 be? Not Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Hate 3 maybe, but following someone else and they sprint the stuff. Oh yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. There we go. There, that makes more sense. Shock. Yeah. Yes, yeah, if you're following someone else, they're sprinting through it. Yeah, that's not as fun. I like being able to take my sweet-ass time. There's also co-op for this game, but we were saying earlier, games like this almost don't really necessarily want multiplayer because I like being able to take my time. I like being able to make all the decisions. the multiplayer would be nice for the for the combat, that is. But yeah, you kind of lose some of that if you're having to spread too much of your attention necessarily. But here we go. So yeah, so I'm all caught up. And Terry says, "Wait, there is? Wait, no, I'll confess, I'm not sure what that was responding to. If that was in relation to, oh, for this game, you were asking about the online co-op. Yes, although I don't know what it entails. On the Steam page, it has an online co-op option or a tag for it. So I have no idea what it entails. I'm guessing it's like you have one person take control of one character, another person controls another character. I'm assuming something along those lines. Yeah, I'm guessing on the main menu, maybe there'd be something about it. But yeah, I've yet to experience it myself, so I can't really offer so much right now. Oh, I was about to say, oh, maybe the other guy, maybe Mort was involved, maybe he was part of this overthrowing attempt. But then I see him. No, he's dead as well. So everyone's dead. Let's inspect the bodies. Full-blown thirst, yeah. Yeah, again, I know we were just saying earlier how Baldur's Gate 3, I'm sure the combat is really cool with multiplayer, but, you know, you're kind of relinquishing the decision moments to one player if you're doing the online co-op. So I guess that's the downside, is the co-op loses a little bit of that when it comes to what is a pretty big deal for CRPGs, decision making and paths to take for the storytelling. But again, for the combat, it's more engaging, probably being able to strategize with somebody else. Auto pistol shot, an extraordinarily accurate one at that. She was surprised when it went down. The last emotion she experienced in life. Heap of blood spattered parchments and scrolls that fell on the desk. Small shard of glass. Good to know. So we have lots of things to look at. I'm assuming I can do these in any order. Auto pistol shot as well. The safety on the weapon is off. Oh, wow. So whatever got them shocked them both, surprised them both, and yeah, they were not actively in combat. Let's inspect the shards. We're playing detective right now. Slowly waltzing back and forth between the two locations. So what exactly was broken? The shards appear iridescent and not transparent. Submerged in promethium, whatever that might be. What about the parchments? Handwritten letter with a seal. Starkly different from the others. XC. Maybe the middle initial is C, or is T. Oh, herp derp, you're right, Elgaso, you're right. Yeah. This safety would have been on. Yeah, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. So yeah, so never mind. They were in combat then. It's just odd that she was sitting at her desk. You think if she was in combat, she'd be like up and at him, ready to go. That's a little bit odd. But for him, he was ready to go at a moment's notice. Flamethrower. Oh, okay, good. Good. And we got a lore test, so we succeeded it. The author of the letter addressed to Theodora. Seal of one of the holy orders of the Emperor's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperium. Okay. Hunting heretics, Xenos, and other enemies. Interesting. I wonder what the letter is. Wonder what the contents of the letter are. And why, and it was addressed to her. Yeah, from the Inquisition. What do these shards tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure.
So, dipped in this flamethrower fuel, lamp oil stuff. It's glass.
Tainted.
Or glass, sort of. Also, earlier, kind of like when we first entered this area, we could see like little tendrils creeping up out of the background. I feel like I just saw one in the background at one point. More warp chaos shenaniganry at foot for sure.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul. And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in the
It pops up every once in a while. Some Damon juju, some Damon shenanigans. All right. So there's fuckery about then.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
Jesus, I gotta kill, man. Put me in, coach.
We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not
What's on
like
that
she
monitor?
has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
I'll admit I'm a little bit surprised that Idira is like so dogmatic. I figured she would. I figured her bodyguard dude would like outpace the oh yeah, more tentacles. So would he be a little bit more intense in his dedication? But yeah, Idira's like, she's fucking ready to throw down, man. It's like, yo, you fucked up my girl, my boss lady. Z-Inch weirdness. Yeah, I know. I remember Z-Inch. I remember Z-Inch from Bolt Gun. We saw lots of Z-Inch weirdness in Bolt Gun, no doubt. Only way forward is this way. We've inspected everything else, except we did get a lot of. Oh, they saw clipping through the wall. I was like, what's going on there? Oh god. We got a number of items, by the way, that I want to kind of look through. So, Fellowship for each enemy and a 2-cell radius. Fellowship, is that something? Oh, here. Okay, so who's got the best Fellowship? Mine's pretty crappy at 25. 35, 30, 30. So let's give it to you. This is for you. Now, it's a red cape. Guess it's blue now, but very fetching, I would say. Murder nuns. You love to see it, honestly. You love to see it. And I like how Idira was like, she was like, I expected, what's her face? Argenta. I expected Argenta to not really like be as much of giving a fuck. She's like she has a heart. And Argenta was like, she didn't say anything. She was like, I don't know. I do kind of not give a fuck. Oh, we do get to see the letter, by the way. A change in okay, how do I like scroll down? That's not it. Do I have to like bring it somewhere? Info. There we go. There we go. This is from the Inquisition. Depart for the Rykhead system. One of my agents operates there at the present time. So maybe this is like why we were heading to our destination. And I think she indicated that she like wasn't really allowed, maybe not allowed, but she was preventing herself from like sharing too much about where we were going on the ship. Make contact with him. Okay. Interrogator. Okay. Nature of interrogator Van Kalox is of no concern. Okay. All right. So I'm guessing whenever we arrive at our destination, that's what we're going to have to look for, actually. Kind of, it probably auto picks the gun. That's a good point, too, because, yeah, he's already got a blue aesthetic, so it just rolls with it then. And then plus 10 to Commerce and Lore Imperium. So, Commerce. All right. So 40 and 30. And this is a 10 to both? Yes, it is. Murderous Zealots. Everything not them needs to die. Or they are concerned lovey-dovey types that just happen to have flamethrowers. Well, that's nice. I mean, yeah, when we first met her, she had like the bloodlust momentum because she killed a bunch of bad guys. And then she was like looking towards us like, are you next? And we were like, no, we're on your side, we're on your side. And she was like, okay, I guess I won't kill you. So yeah, there's definitely like a murder, like I got the fucking bloodlust barbarian shit going on with the Sisters of Battle, which makes them probably more of option 1, Terry, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. There's still character building to be done. My lore Imperium is not great, and my commerce is not great. So 25 and 35. This guy is just 30 and 40. So actually, so my lore is better, but my commerce is dog shit. Hers is average. Hers is average. So I would say, generally speaking, it probably makes more sense to give it to this guy. So that he is more gooder at lore and commerce. And then the helmet cannot be equipped by this guy. So what is he at right now? He is... Oh, that's me. So he is all iconoclast, which is... Oh, maybe the choice I made it go to all of us. Because he's all iconoclast. I thought he'd be dogmatic. She's actually more heretical. Oh, she's hella dogmatic. Okay, let's give it to her then. Yeah, she can wear it. Yeah. I'm a little sad we don't get to see that cool flowing mane of hair. We still get it in the portrait though, which is good. Looks pretty badass actually. I like that. All right, anything else? We still have an extra offhand sniper rifle. Hey lady, do you want an offhand sniper rifle? I mean, honestly, that might not be the worst option. This thing has really good range, but maybe she would do better to have even better range. Because that was my old sniper. Yeah, I still got mine. Mine's slightly better. So she's got an offhand sniper rifle that we can't see right now. I was thinking it was going to be like on her back, maybe. They're total psychos. The Blooded Rose are the carrying types. Gotcha. White Flame, those are the cool ones. Gotcha. Oh, good to know. All right, see, there we go, Terry. You're helping spread the knowledge. I appreciate that. Helping spread the wealth of learning. I have much to learn, that's for sure. All right, let us continue. I think that was all the like extra stuff I wanted to kind of look through here.
Keep your wits about.
And of course, she has a big ass framed portrait of herself in her own office room thing of sorts. Uh-oh. More friends. All right, our first battle of the night. So what do we have? We have this guy, I think he's got guns for sure. He's going to be the main focus. Melee, I think he's got a pistol. Melee, pistol. So it's a pretty good variety. I'm going to put myself behind cover. Argenta also going behind cover. Actually, who's more beefy? Zadira also will need to be behind cover. There's really not enough space for everybody. This would not be considered cover. This would, but I think the problem there, of course, is that I don't think she would have eyes. I don't think she'd have line of sight here. So I think I'm gonna put Adira there. I think I'm just gonna put Argenta back a bit. Who's gonna go first? I think Abelard. Really, it's all four of us. All four of us go first. I think that's how it's gonna work. The Ledger of the Clan, probably the one that we saw on the far side there. Yo, Aaron, what's up, buddy? He says Bomber Red. You got it, bud. You should all be jealous. I got to hang out with Aaron the other night. We all got to go out to dinner, and it was awesome. I actually had some of my leftover pizza just for dinner today. It was very, very tasty. And I know I've talked about it on stream a couple times, but Aaron is a big is a big proponent of cool technology and VR, virtual reality, and all kinds of cool stuff. He recently upgraded to a Quest 3, and it sounds like he's liking it quite a lot. But he had an old CV1 lying around. In fact, I'll show you. He had an old CV1 lying around. You know where this is going, right? You already know. That he this was the one he had bought back in like 20 maybe what was it, 2015, 2016, when the CV1 first dropped, when the first commercial Oculus Rift launched. Boy hooked me up. He said, I don't know if you can really tell, but actually if I turn it over here, you can see a little, well, it's kind of hard to see the reflection there, but yeah, got the little thingy right there. So I got a CV1 on my first VR headset of any capacity ever, and I'm very excited to try it out. What I'm thinking is that maybe sometime this weekend, or maybe this coming week, because we're going to have some holidays coming up, right? We're doing our family gathering. We did one half of the family gathering this past Saturday, and we're doing the other half of family shenanigans this coming Saturday. So Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, I'm going to have some time off work and some time to kill. I think I might set this bad boy up, try it out, do a couple tests, and then maybe we'll do like a real, like, play some games and do some cool shit kind of stream on the 30th. The 30th is going to be our third and final big Extra Life marathon stream of this year. I always do 3 big marathon streams for Extra Life, and I save the maybe not best, but the last one for near the end of the year. So yeah, so I'm really excited. And again, thank you, Aaron, for hooking us up and for thinking of me as someone who would enjoy and appreciate the VR headset. I told, because he was like, hey, would you be interested? And I was like, yeah, how much do you want for it? He was like, I was gonna give it to you. And I was like, all right, we can't do that. How's about I take you guys out for dinner? So yeah, we all got to hang out, and it was a great time, man. Company was good, the food was awesome. It was a good time, buddy. Yeah, plug yourself in, game for hours in your bed. Well, I mean, some games, I think some VR games absolutely would be able to play, like, while you're, like, lying down, waving your arms around. I think it would be possible eventually. Got the packing sticker. Oh, I did see it. Oh, I see it, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, Best Buy pick slip. Does it have the date? 2017. July 11th, 2017. It's weird. It had your first and last name on there, Aaron. It said Aaron Game and Browse. It's weird that that's your last name, but I respect it. Sleep in VR. I've seen that as well. Isn't that a thing where they would put VR goggles on, like, some animals, like farm animals, to, like, help them be relaxed and tranquil? Something along those lines. It's good to see you, Aaron. I appreciate you stopping in. Like I said, had an awesome time getting to hang with the cool homies last night, or a couple nights ago. It was a really fun time. And sure enough, all 4 of us go first. Let's kick this combat off right. Oh, except we have to learn about armor, which is fine, because we've applied some armor to some folks. Indicates what percentage of incoming damage from an enemy attack can be absorbed. Armor influences dodge check. So the heavier the armor, the harder you can dodge, that kind of thing. The harder you're able to dodge. Just attacks more often, but takes more damage when hit. Yeah, makes sense. Some talents allow characters to mix things up. Good stuff. So Abelard, you're up first, my mans. Combat Servitor is by far the scariest lad here. I want to focus fire on this motherfucker right here. So, or I could do a cleave. Cleave, of course, does like a big line of stuff. I think what I should first do is charge at that fucking dude and make him regret existing. Let's see. Cannot be forcefully moved or overpenetrate. Overpenetrate, you say? Oh my. Once per combat. Okay. I could do this now, but you only get this for 1 round. Because the nice thing is that all of us would get it. Well, maybe not Argento, but all of us would get this bonus. But it only lasts for 1 round. I think we're gonna wait for, like, when there's big damage coming our way. And oh, whoops, sorry. I was trying to see that emote. But if I move the mouse cursor off screen, it starts to scroll for me. So here's the charge ability. Then the other one is endure. That lessens damage coming in, which is nice. So we'll do that at the end. So we'll go ahead and charge. Must be 2 free cells. We can do it.
At your beck and call.
So not a ton of damage on that guy. He tanked it pretty well, unfortunately. I could do a regular attack, or I could cleave. Cleave, unfortunately, would only reach... Yeah, I can't, like, attack multiple fellas like I was kind of hoping to. Unless that's what this is doing. Is that targeting these two? Maybe it is, actually. It's a little bit hard to see with the little shape. Because, yeah, it's weird. It does like a kind of a highlighting of all adjacent squares. Yeah, so I don't think... I should just do it. I mean, it does have the red outline for them both. Maybe I should just do it and see what happens. Okay, it does hit them both. Good. I wasn't sure if it had to be on a straight line or if it did curve sometimes. All right, so we messed him up a little bit, which is good, but I cannot do the endure thing. So I'm going to end my turn here. Next up is me. I am going to use a surefire plan. I pretty much use this all the dang time. Now it did use... Oh, I was gonna say it shouldn't have used an action point. I'm gonna analyze this lad. You specifically.
It's as good as done.
Put some exploits on him. I'm not gonna burn those exploits yet. I'm gonna wait till this guy has more exploit counts on him. Right now he's got 3. Got 3 exploits out of 100. So we'll build it up and then like make him really sad and weak. In the meantime, I've got plenty of action points, and I can only shoot 1 gun. Now, I do have a shotgun, don't I? Oh, but I think I'm out of range. So I could switch out. Now, does switching cost an action point? Does not appear to. So, actually... Yeah, confirm I cannot reach with the shotgun. Makes perfect sense. So stick with this, but that's good to know. You can switch on the fly. So I'm gonna go for the Deadeye shot because that's more guaranteed to hit, I think. This one costs more. This is the guaranteed shot, yeah. Or do I want to pick off some of the extra fellas? Maybe that would make more sense. Because these guys are gonna swarm this guy. This guy's like gonna hit him, no doubt, so maybe I should pick off some of the extra little lads. Shot his arm off, very good. Yo, what's up, RT? It's really good so far. I'm really vibing to it. Like earlier I was saying how this might not be everyone's cup of tea. Oh, look at that. Even with a different weapon. Oh, because I don't have the action points for it, maybe that's why. I was thinking maybe for like a different weapon, it'd be more... like I would have more options available to me. So maybe then I should sometimes consider just the regular single shot. I'm gonna still do surefire plan again.
Personally.
Then go ahead and end my turn. But yeah, I'm liking this game a lot so far. I'm liking it a lot. Some people might be disappointed if they compare it to Baldur's Gate 3 too hard, but just for what it is, as at the surface, I'm very much enjoying it. Iconic the enemy's portrait indicates right. We already know about that. You can right-click to see more details. Argenta, you're up next, and I think she should do... If I did run and gun, that means more of this. More momentum. I think that's what MP is. Next attack costs less action points. Doesn't count towards the attack limit per turn, which is nice. Soldier becomes winded until the end of the next turn, which means less penalties, that kind of thing. These ones per combat. We have this for later on. We also have the multi-shot. The burst fire. It would reach. So we could, in a straight line. Now the problem is we would shoot our own homie here. Yeah, I shouldn't try targeting those guys. I could pretty much guarantee this guy is going to get got. That is if we hit. And we'd wound this one. Or, if I run and gun... Doesn't that mean we move and shoot? I mean, isn't that literally what it means? But where would we move to, honestly? And I guess that's the thing. We can move and then we can shoot. And in fact, maybe I will. Maybe I will, like, move to right here. And then I will shoot. It says it does not count towards the attacks per limit per turn. Let's just try this out.
I act.
Let's just try this out. So we move. I almost wonder if maybe moving here would be a good idea. And then attack. I guess any one of them. I will attack you because you're the farthest. Oh, wait. Oh, it has to be. Okay, I see, I see. Actually, it looks like... Well, actually, hold on, yeah. Yeah, hold on. How does this work exactly? What's this, right click? No? Do I double click? That's not it. Maybe that means... I think the X means that's not going to work. Maybe it's too close. Maybe it's too far, rather. Oh, I misunderstood. So I've activated it. So I move now. Okay. And then we do this. And that... Wow, that's actually extraordinary. That lets us shoot all five. Is that all five bad guys? I think it's just these first four in the back. This lets us fuck them up pretty good without harming our buddy. Look at that. That was beautiful. So we didn't hit this guy. We shot 3 of the 4 and killed 2 of them. Yo, Argenta is not with whom to be fucked with. And look at that. Since we used that with the run and gun ability, it did not burn our attack skill. So we can do another attack and just quickly clean house. Oh, that's just extremely sexy.
Doubt is for the weak. None can escape.
Oh, that is just delicious. That is just delicious. But we are, of course, out of points. She is winded, but we'll be able to unwind her next time because we've killed more than 3 enemies. She single-handedly killed 4. She's a fucking baller. Holy shit. Had to restart Dark Tide a bunch, RT. What's the hardest choice so far? We've only really had one choice that was like meant to be like a tough choice, and we were faced with what appeared to be an apparition of the old boss lady. She's dead now, but the boss lady, like a vision of her appeared before us, and she was like, "Trust me, if you come to me, I'll give you weapons and power, and it'll be great." Or we were told we should avoid her, but walk through the flames that were in front of us and just trust that the Emperor will protect, will serve us, or will provide for us. Or we avoid all that shit and we rescue the people that were with us. I opted for the latter, so it wasn't really a hard choice. It was actually pretty easy, but it was a choice that, like, depending on your decisions, it impacts what like the characters you were going to meet up with, and it of course impacts how certain characters view you. So one of those kind of decision points for sure. Aleph said they were not a huge fan of Dark Tide. I've heard it's really good. It's got more to go. It needs more content. Are the recruitable friends the same? That's a very good question. Yeah, I have no idea, because I assume they're the same at the start at least, but I'm guessing there's some that only become available based on certain choices, certain things that happen in the game later on. So it's too soon to tell, but I'm assuming the characters we have right now at least are pretty much guaranteed, at least at the start. I don't think they're procedurally generated because, like, the portraits and the character models seem very well crafted, and like the personalities of the characters seem pretty well put together. So I don't think that was like procedurally generated necessarily. Is there combined fire? I don't know what combined fire would be necessarily, but that might be a skill for later on if there's like skills to unlock, that kind of thing. I'm gonna go ahead and only use once per combat, gains momentum. I'm gonna go ahead and end combat with her in her turn. I'm not going to do Chain Lightning because that will hurt our buddy, but what I will do is... Oh, actually, I'm gonna analyze this lad. Get analyzed, fool. Heck you. And then I'm going to... I can do both, right? I can... oh, yes, I can. I can forewarn our buddy so he can get some extra defense.
Darkness consumes me.
Oh, and she... Perils of the Warp went down. That's unfortunate. Perils of the Warp went off and she fell over. What happened to you, lady? Broken ribs. So that's a random thing that can happen. There's like some chaos magic shit going on where as she uses spells, at least for now, randomly shit will go down, and looks like shit randomly went down for her. And then this guy backed up and fucking blasted this guy with the rocket launcher. But I'm not too worried. We're going to be able to knock this guy out. We'll have to heal her up. Because that's not good. Reducing action points is not good. It was just feeling rushed too much. I'm guessing with Darktide. Yeah. Yeah, don't want to speed run. Yeah, that we were saying that earlier, where some people, when they play Darktide, they like blast through it. It's probably because you're probably encouraged to do so. Don't want to overdo it with Psychers. Is there a bar that was filling up that I did not notice? Because I know a number of characters have this momentum bar. If there was like a bar that she was... Oh, she's just down. Yeah, she's just down for the count. Because, yeah, she popped then. Because, yeah, that was the first time. That was the first spell we cast with her in this combat. I guess there's just always a chance then. There's just always a chance that something bad could potentially happen. Can I charge him? I certainly can. Foolish of this guy to give me this kind of space. I will absolutely take advantage of it.
An exemplary strike.
And then I will endure. And then I'm ready to go. So yeah, it'd be one thing if we were casting like a bunch of spells with this person back to back, but yeah, I think we just got unlucky. I will end my turn, and then it's me. Me. Is it time to analyze and then expose? It might be. He's got a lot of stuff on him. I'm gonna analyze.
Who if not me?
Especially because we can't get any more analyses from Adira in this combat. I will expose. So his weak spots will be a little bit more open. And easier to crit, hopefully. And I will take a really cool guy crit shot. Because I can't reach him with the shotgun anyway. Big damage. Big. Did I miss? From that close? I didn't even see what the percentage was, but damn, that's a shame. Oh well. I will go ahead and do that. Yeah, I think I missed. Or maybe he absorbed the hit. He's got like a little... He's got like some kind of... Oh, it's because I analyzed him. That's why I wasn't sure what that little icon was. He's still exposed, though. He's still open for stuff. Argenta, I'm going to have you revel and slaughter.
I'll do it.
So now she's no longer winded. She's like, I love this shit. And I'm going to have you just do a standard one-shot. Tap his ass. 4 damage. Can't do any more, sadly. I can do the Furious Recital, but there actually might be more combat coming in hot. Or do psychic action once per turn. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because yeah, in this case, yeah, that was the only thing I was gonna... Well, I guess I was gonna have her do a second thing. I was gonna have her... what was it? It was like endure, or not endure. It was like the thing to protect the buddy, and then I was gonna have her do the damage spell. But she popped with that first spell cast, so I'm guessing we just got unlucky. But and it, like, the chance of something bad happening would have gotten greater if we would have cast more spells. But yeah, I figure like having it pop on the first spell was just unfortunate. I can run and gun again. I think I'm gonna hold off because there's no other bad guys to kill, and this guy, we got this guy on the ropes, I think. He got an attack of opportunity because he moved out of the range. I think this guy is donezo.
One fewer target.
Characters with melee block. With melee weapons, block adjacent enemies' ability to perform attacks with ranged weapons. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, we got that guy's ass. We do need to heal her up. And be removed and fully healed on the void ship. I guess that means use a medkit, right? So I'm assuming that means... And I think my guy is probably the best for Medicae. Oh, and also we all leveled, by the way. We all leveled, which is neat. I want to heal her up first. I think what I do is I click myself.
I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning.
Every time I see mine portrait, especially the big version. I think the issue is we couldn't put it on our cell. Oh wait, now I can. Oh no, I can't. Okay. And not be equipped by this character. Okay. Field medic, base skill, medic. So I want to go to her inventory. Summary? Oh, here we go. If I click here. There we go. So can I put, there we go. I could put it on her. Oh, she's already got one. Good, good, good. All right, so I'll click you.
Sins hidden in the heart turn.
And I say, would you mind? Could you be a deer? And heal her up. Did it work? Like, she still got it.
Join me in prayer. Yes?
Wait, unless she gave it to her. I don't think we used any. She still has the one. So yeah, she still has the broken ribs. Can be removed and fully healed on the void ship. Yeah, I definitely want to remove it because I definitely want her to have action points. All of her action points, it is. So... like this. Maybe we just failed the roll. Maybe that's how it is. Contains various... restores... there's bleeding. One fresh injury. Or one old injury. I think this is considered an old injury. Source. Duration permanent. Expand. I guess we try again.
I owe you one.
Oh, it's burning it, but it's not working. Alright, so maybe I should stop. 'Cause yeah, I think we're just burning through them. Status is not... okay. Stat removal instead of an HP return. Ah, that's a shame. I wish I would have realized that was separate from an injury. Because yeah, I thought that was just another injury like into the other ones. Look somewhere else.
Should I divine our next step?
Because yeah, I thought this was like the list of injuries. Unless it returned it to our inventory. Because we still have these 4 which were already in our inventory. But yeah, these are no longer here though. I'm wondering if there's... yeah, maybe... so maybe this is like another aspect of the game we haven't been taught about yet. Must be HQ heal. Oh, okay, so metapacks can't heal that kind of thing then. Gotcha, because it did say permanent. Yeah, I thought maybe it was an old injury when it says...
my destiny.
oh, no, I just wanted to like have the thing where like, it's like I can't mouse over the words, but at the end it says remove one old injury. Oh, I thought that was considered an old injury. But you're probably right. It's probably its own separate thing because it's duration permanent. So, yeah, so that's bad then. So that's really unfortunate then that whenever we use the Psycaster, there's just a random chance then that the character will pop,
The sooner we start.
and them's just the breaks.
Lead us to fortune.
Them's just the breaks as far as let's see, these are all just regular las pistols. Put those all in the inventory or in the cargo, that is. I'll take that with me though. Cause yeah, it makes sense not to overdo it, but it's like, man, even casting just one spell can cause fuckery. Does analyze count as a psychic move? I think it does. I think it does. It was forewarning. That was it. That was what we used it once. Analyze shouldn't be, because that's something my guy has, and my guy's not a spellcaster. But yeah, this is what we used. Yeah, Psyker increased the target's dodge. Yeah. So it gets unforgiving. Them's the breaks, right? That's just how it goes. Yeah. No, I think we forewarned first. I think we analyzed. We analyzed and then forewarned, yeah. Yeah, analyze counted. Oh, so analyze is a spell? Oh, shit. I didn't realize that. So yeah, now I want to like look at that analyze skill more. Character. My guy. Yeah, it'd be under... oh, it'd be under archetypes. There we go. Yeah, analyze enemies. The operative. Yeah, I would have never thought that would count as a spell necessarily. But maybe it's any ability. Maybe any ability plus spell casting, like something that is more legitimately like a Psycaster skill. As yeah, if so, then we have to be very careful about how we use her because yeah, she's that. That makes me not want to use any of her other abilities. It's like the Psyker's sheet. Because yeah, because that's the thing. I'm an operative. That's the archetype that I chose for my guy. And she is also an operative. An unsanctioned psyker. Yeah, so this all, you know, reads as the same, of course. Magic just has a cost, yeah. I mean, I know it costs action points. It would be nice if there was something that told me, like, what the percentage of, like, what the risk factors were. Because at least so far, and maybe there is something, but I haven't seen it. But I was hoping there'd be something that says, like, you know, you can use this thing, but there's the chance that it'll explode or something bad will happen, and it's this percentage. And the percentage goes up as you use more abilities, that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, some event horizon shit, eyes exploding, crap like that, yeah. Effects and conditions, yeah. That's where we're at right now. Origin talent, so it's because of her origin, not her archetype. Talents? Yeah, forewarning is that was the thing we cast after we analyzed. Yeah, we analyzed first. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I guess it's just kind of a behind the scenes mechanic we just have to kind of accept and just kind of roll with. Let's go ahead and level everybody up real quick. It'll take no time at all. So special ability, dismantling attack. 1 exploit on all enemies in combat. And a free attack against a target. I like that. That's cool. It always hits? Yo, that's sick. And then the target suffers a negative 30% penalty to dodge and a negative 30% penalty to armor until the end of combat. That's sick. Yeah, it was like a saving roll. Yeah, I wish that was like a die roll we could have seen or like heard about beforehand. But like I said, you know, them's the breaks, right? Welcome to Warhammer. There's always a chance, so pray to RNGesus. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So what talents do we have? We have the operative tree. Unfortunately, I will confess, I might have to be insufferable and read a bunch of these. A bunch of them are not available, of course, and some of them are recommended. When we trigger an exploit, which I'm assuming means apply an exploit, we gain more damage and armor. That does stack until the end of combat. So we have reason to apply exploits to bad guys. That's pretty sweet. Exposed weakness reduces enemies' toughness and willpower, which is nice. They can fill other roles more easily. When we attack an enemy that's at full wounds, the attack deals more damage. A full wound seems like... oh, that means fresh target. That means full health, I guess? Yeah, full health. So we do more damage when they're... But that's only if they're not already damaged. So I don't know if that's like a sometimes nice thing. Exposed weakness is free, which is nice, but I don't know if we're going to use it all that often. Comprehensive analysis. 2 or more exploits to target. They get more exploits, which is nice. Good for snipers, though. My guy is a sniper. My guy is a sniper. You're right there. Deals plus 10 plus perception. Or I guess awareness. Awareness and perception are tied together. And that's a percentage, which is pretty sweet. Brain popping sounds. Yeah, it's like, you know, you pop your knuckles, you pop your ankles or your knees. Yeah, I guess we're popping our brains to make us think smarter. What else we got? Inflict despair. Hits an enemy that is affected by both an exploit and exposed weakness. They lose momentum. And they lose damage for their next turn. That's kind of cool. On the first turn in combat, the operative randomly distributes the same number of exploits as when using analyzed enemies across all enemies in a 10-cell radius around them. But that's only if there's enemies near... Well, 10 cell is actually a pretty generous radius. Start of each turn. On subsequent turns, they distribute half as many exploits among all enemies in a 2-cell radius. That's only good if our guys like in close range or melee, that kind of thing. We suffer less damage from enemies affected by exploits. That's nice. I want all of these. These all sound amazing, but there's only so many opportunities to level into this wheel. I don't know. Maybe I should just stick with it, like Elgaso pointed out. That first big dick hit right off the bat. Because eventually, ultimately, we're gonna get, you know, scarier enemies that we can't one-shot. Even just like the random encounters, that kind of thing. From seemingly small groups. We suffer more exploits. Informed hit we can't take. Combat insight. Yeah, there's a lot to read here. I don't know if I'm gonna read all these on stream. I might read some of these off stream and just take, you know, something that is just a surefire dub. We haven't moved. Move. We gain more ballistic and damage for every 5 cells. That's kind of cool. Uncanny sight. Looks an exploit. Yeah. So much of this operative skill set is all about maximizing exploits as much as possible and burning them to gain the best outcome, the best advantage. It's a lot to read. I would feel bad to just read all these. Let's go for that fresh target one. That is pretty sick. So we get this, and this dismantling attack is pretty solid too. Have a good night, Alias. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Always nice getting to chill with you, bud. Fresh target and dismantling attack. I'll take it. Lock it in. And then this guy, what's he get? That's the thing too. We have a... Oh wait, maybe it's the same list, because he's not an operative, he's a warrior. He does get dismantling... Or no, he gets daring breach. Same icon. But different stuff. This game, I'm liking it a lot so far. It's a lot to chew on. There's a lot of meat here, but I'm enjoying the meat. The meat and potatoes. Restores all action points and momentum points, I guess. Yeah, oh, maybe MP is movement. That makes more sense. And an AGI bonus to movement until the end of the turn. They don't lose movement after performing attacks. No limit on melee weapon attacks this turn. Wow. That is daring, all right. Okay, it is a different list. Oh my god, so many. So many, although we can minimize the list if we wanted to only focus on offense or defense or recommended. Right, so yeah, so this is a lot to read through. So at some point off stream, I'll read through these and favorite the ones that I think are like really sick. Like things I want to like eventually go towards. When an enemy attacks them, then our next attack does more damage. It does not stack. They can be reactivated. Oh, wow. That's hilarious. That just makes us have contempt for them. We have less than 50% health. We gain better crit chance. Whenever the warriors attack, they gain 1 stack of Epicenter of Slaughter. Till the end of combat, at the start of their turn, warrior gains 1 health. Temporary wound. Cannot exceed the warrior's 5. Okay. An additional 3 damage to enemies that have no allies. So when they're alone, they get hecked. 1 damage deflection. Parry chance is increased. Very nice. Again, I'm not going to read all these. I'm just going to read the first kind of handful that are on the start here. No enemies adjacent. Warrior's damage is increased for 1 melee attack. Okay. And I will usually prefer enemies that are bunched up, because then we can use that cleave attack, which is real sick. Dealt by charge is increased when it's used from a distance of 5 or more. So if we're really far away, you can really fuck them up. I don't know, that contempt is probably the best one so far. Just, I mean, that 5 damage is great right now. It'll probably be less great when we're much later in the game, but for now, that's pretty sick. 10% penalty to their hit chance with ranged attacks against a warrior. And a 1 cell radius around him. Oh, only a 1 cell. So only if they're close range. Charge distance goes up. We take damage. They gain better dodge. It stacks up to a certain amount. Let's see. Gains armor against attacks made by the target for 1 round. That's actually pretty good. 5 damage deflection against the first attack made by every... Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. By every enemy this combat, yeah. The endure effect, their damage deflection is increased by 1 until the warrior's next turn. Man. There's so much. I don't know, man. Should I just go for this one? Again, I worry about how it's not going to be as good later on. But, It's nice because it stacks, or doesn't stack, but it's applied to the enemy until we attack them, until he melee attacks them. It's not like, oh, it's for a certain number of rounds. Yeah, that's wild. Let's go for contempt. That seems pretty fun. Take something that we know is like a solid choice, and again, I'll read more of these later on. It's a lot to read through, a lot to consider. She gets dismantling attack. That's the same thing we got because we're also an operative. That means her available talents will be the same as well. So she gets that fresh target, yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm more inclined to use her spellcasting abilities. And that, I mean, that chain lightning ability is awesome for like crowd control and for damaging a large group of them. I don't know if fresh target will make as much sense for her necessarily. So I think I'll probably look for something else. I'm almost inclined to do less of the less of what we were saying earlier, like having her use the operative skills and spellcast. Like I feel I'm a little bit gun shy right now when it comes to doing both. But at the same time, we're getting these cool skills like expose weakness, which is a thing that my guy can do already, obviously. Is there something I can say? Spellcasting features, archetype talents, origin talents, maybe. Because if I want to focus on spellcasting, her origin is she's a badass spellcaster, psyker badass lady. Affected by an ally's non-damaging ability. Resolve is increased. 40% wounds. So less health. And this isn't really what I was hoping when it came to origin. Maybe warp features? We'll read through these for a second. Like something to like minimize our likelihood to explode when we cast things. Every peril. Oh, there we go. Increases warp. Okay, well that's nice. I got or increases. No, not increases. Increases momentum. So when you have a peril of the warp, the momentum goes up, which builds up towards like badass power attacks. Psychic phenomena or perils of the warp first time each turn. The psyker's next psychic power costs less action points. That's pretty nice. An ally becomes the target of a psyker's psychic power. The ally gains... Oh, wow, that's kind of nice. Only the first time, though. Only the first time. But still, it's pretty sick. What else we got? Psyker's allies, critical... Oh, that's nice. The first critical hit removes the effect. But still, that's pretty nice. This one, psychic power. Gain an additional... That's nice, too. Man, all these are great, honestly. 9th successful dodge or parry. Huh, it's so specific. First dodge attempt of every enemy in combat suffers a penalty. Divination. Without an unnatural luck effect, they gain unnatural luck. Becomes a normal. That's nice. Mental damage from any source other than aftershock. The target suffers half as much mental damage. Taking damage from the psyker at least once, suffer a negative 20 to all resistance from me. So I've penetrated their brain. Failed a willpower resistance test against any psyker abilities will suffer more mental damage whenever it happens until the end of combat. Mind Thief. Target of any ability for the first time, they suffer a negative 5 penalty to their intelligence and perception. When we kill an enemy with a psychic power, dealing more damage than wounds to the target, the excess damage... Oh, I like that a lot. I like that a whole lot. So if we overkill, we can just channel that to the next enemy closest to the target. Not thing, but enemy specifically. That's awesome. I like that a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. I'll read a few more, but pain channeling sounds fucking wild. Especially with that chain, like if we get a really lucky chain lightning like kill combo, that seems like that could get disgusting real quick. In a fun way. Targets of the psychic powers gain a stacking negative 5 penalty to dodge and parry. In general, not just from us, but from all of them. All peoples. He's gain a stacking negative 5. Inflicted with a blind, stun, immobilize, or prone. Take more damage. Actually, I'm kind of curious what these say. Level 10, okay. Perils of the warp increase the momentum. Triggering psychic phenomena repels the warp each time. Didn't we read these earlier? Yeah, I think we read those earlier. Hey, what's up, Jet? Good to see you, man. Jed, are you down potentially for some more Zelda randomizer tomorrow? tomorrow in the evening hours. I'm reading through some options for leveling up our peeps right now in game. Blade of Light, force weapon attacks, force weapon. It really good. I'm not sure what I know what force weapons are. Heroic Act, I'm not sure what that is either, but or Veil of Degradation. A lot of things that we've yet to see, I think. 6 cells are farther away. The target suffering it. Ooh, that's kind of nice too, because I do like to use her as like something kind of far away. A farther target or farther damage dealer. That is. We're gonna. I think so, Jet. I think we're at the cusp. I think we're just a few hours away from knocking that bad boy out. Sending it home, baby. Range of 2 cells or more. Have the range increased by 4, which is nice. That'd be a good kind of combo right there. Psychic Barrage and Second Sight. I'm gonna like favorite that one. I don't know if I'm gonna get this now, but I'll favorite those for later. I don't know what Veil Degradation is. Subtle Manipulation. Psychic Damaging Power. Being threatened by enemies in melee range. That's nice. That's really nice. No attacks of opportunity. It's like the concentration roll in Pathfinder. All resistance tests of the target suffer. That's kind of cool. Yeah, those are all cool, but the one that has me most excited is this one, Pain Channeling. That's cool AF and wild AF. Now, out of curiosity, I'm going to favorite that for a second. What's recommended? All the same ones, I think. Yeah. Now, let's go with this Pain Channeling. That seems so potentially amazing. Okay. I know this is taking a while. I'm trying to like not like dawdle too long, not like hang on any one choice for too long, but there's a lot of choices here, and I don't know if there's a way to respec your character. It might be locked in forever, so I'm trying to make reasonable decisions here. So this is, of course, a very much a separate list of skills and whatnot from anybody else, because she's our only gunner, our only soldier, rather. For half an hour. It's probably been about that long, honestly. So reloading costs less. I've yet to reload, but it's going to happen eventually. Eventually, we're going to have to reload. And when that happens, it's going to hurt our action points a lot. 3 different enemies. Soldier gains more damage for the next attack in the current combat. That's pretty cool. I do like to damage multiple things. Damage. Not kill, but damage 3 separate enemies. And I'm going to use that, like, spray and pray skill a whole lot. For each adjacent enemy, the soldier deals more damage to enemies. That's also really nice. I'm guessing adjacent means immediately close. Not like a cell or 2 away, but like standing abreast. Oh, ally. Adjacent ally. Never mind. So if we're with our homies. Never mind. Yeah, that explains the camaraderie aspect. I need to read better. Read more gooder. Critical hit chance. Doubled against enemies from which the soldier is protected by cover. That's kind of cool. Fired up. Deals damage or critical damage is increased by 1% until the end of combat. That's kind of cool. Whenever we deal damage. Okay, that's nice. Cover is more efficient. All these soldiers' area of attack gain armor penetration and ignore deflection when they're close by, but I'm not going to put her very close. And again, there's so much for this person. There's so much. Now, we'll pick one of these obvious ones here. I'm tempted to go for the Rack and Ruin one. Damaging 3 enemies gets you a big old bonus. As it's a percentage, of course. BS is ballistics. What is BS? Yeah, ballistic skill, which is pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty solid, honestly. That's pretty solid. I think that's the right choice here. The other one I was thinking about, maybe. Crit chance is nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how often we really crit, honestly. Let's go for that one. That seems legit. So long as we keep using that kind of spray and pray skill to attack lots of things. We've been doing a good job with that with the last couple rounds. That, of course, requires bad guys to be you know, kind of bunched up. So if we could find ways to encourage bad guys to bunch up, or even, you know, like knock them into each other in some way, and have good setups for Argenta, that'd be the way to do it. So there we go. All leveled up. It only took a bajillion years. I'm always down for a bonus with the B emoji. Alright, this area is cleansed. We killed a bunch of bad guys, and maybe whoever we fought just now, maybe those were the bad guys that killed our homies over here. Hard to say. All we know is this is the way forward. The bridge. The bridge we venture. Is that what this is? It sure is. Everything is extremely on fire and very sad, but there are some goods. Some chocolate bars. No, it's not that. It's like a reinforced bronze ingots or something. And some fuel. If only it was chocolates. Lore warp. Oh, yeah. Can we understand what's happening here with a 90% bit of confidence? Perfect vision is a product. Okay. So I guess that means we succeeded, I think. Yes, it is. Cool. Yeah, we succeeded. We gained experience from it. Good shit. What's all of this? This is our... Okay, yeah. It's the cargo. It's the codex. That's the map. It's the journal, or quest. Excuse me, quest line. So, yep, there's some shit going on here.
First sacrifice opens the eye.
That's the guy. Evil McEvilson.
Sacrifice draws its gaze.
Is it combat time? Or is it talking time? It says Edelthred. It says too late to change the tide. You look dreadful. The Lord Captain will not be joining us. This is some Z-inch kind of magic. It wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me. We'll just say she'll not be joining us. But yes, yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, man. Two bone growths pierce through the fabric. That doesn't seem good. No matter what ritual he's performing, the warp is too strong. My body's changing with every second. We're gonna perish here. With the warp and the warrant, the dynasty's heirs, all of it is donezo. The enemy has triumphed. Not yet. We better get away from him. The change is already accelerating. We like slap him in the face, like, get it together, man. God damn it! It's not over till the show is over. I don't see no fat lady singing. Strict communication. Let's take the cool and collected approach. No right to bow our heads. You're goddamn right, Edelthred. It ain't over till the show is over. He's doing more stabby wabbies. Broken blade, dripping with a pearlescent glimmer, it says. But that's not good. That complicates things. What's that word? Duplicitous cur? Duplicitous. Yeah, do we want to be like, I don't know, weird, quippy, or do we want to just go for fucking combat? Soft C. Duplicitous. Duplicitous. There we go. We got there. We got the duplicitous with a soft C. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, because we've been duped. Like, yeah, that makes sense. It's never a phrase I've seen before. Duplicitous. Not ish, but is. Gotcha. I say we fucking talk shit And he seems genuinely bewildered. He says, I still haven't, It will not be completed. I'll take care of it. See the void ship breaks free from the warp? Watch over our realm. Fare thee well, he says. Don't do anything stupid. I'm gonna do something stupid.
You won't be finished, heretic!
He's got the purple eyes. He's like, oh fuck. Purple zombie man. Oh my. That was not on my bingo card. Turn into a fucking demon. Heroic acts or desperate measures. Momentum is required. High momentum allows heroic acts. A low value gives desperate measures. It can completely change the course of battle, but it's only once per combat. Okay. So, is this an enemy? Yeah. Chaos Spawn. Aw, man. I was hoping that, like, he was gonna do something to hurt the bad guys and be cool, but instead, he's a fucking multi-mouth, multi-eyeball, tentacle stabby boy. It's a chaos, but it sure is. It sure is. All right, well, let's get behind cover. We have some overseers, some homies. They don't have a lot of health. I don't expect them to do much, but we got them. Is this... Yeah, those candles aren't cover. In fact, there's really not a lot of cover to speak of. I'm assuming this counts, like we can like lean around the corner and shoot. So I'll put Argenta there. Put myself there. And once again, Adira is kind of the odd one out here. Abelard, I'm gonna have him be... I think I'll put him right here. Oh, that's me. Whoops. I'm gonna put you right here, and I'll have him charge something. Something or someone. We have a number of homies here. It's a shame that Adira... Oh, wait, no, Adira goes second. Oh, that's actually good to know. So she could potentially do... Oh, wait, no, I lied. Yeah. Adira doesn't go until a bit later. She does go before Abelard, so she'll be able to do Chain Lightning to potentially clean up some of these fools before he closes. Now, the Chaos Spawn will go first. Presumably, he will close with Abelard. But she might be able to clean up the fellas in the back. Although, for that matter, Argento, she'll be able to, you know, at least, maybe not, you know, delete all of them, but be able to clean up some of them. So, yeah, I'm not going to put him super close, but I will put him the closest so that when he inevitably charges, Abelard's one who can take it. He's a big boy. He can handle it. I'll put Adira... Oh, god dang it. Put Adira kind of close to these homies over here. And then I think that's how we do it. Various abilities and features. Icon means they have some kind of effect. Okay, good to know. I am curious what effects this guy has. Do I have to click? Okay, I see he's got a thing, but I can't like... Oh, here we go, right click, there we go. He has an exploit already. Okay, that's good, actually. And look at his weapons. All melee, obviously. Toxic Splort. Rending Scream, that doesn't sound good. Unlimited range. Bleeding for 5. Ooh, don't like that. This guy's gonna be a tough one, for sure. Devours an ally, restoring... oh, an ally, one of his homies. He'll eat a bro to heal himself. God damn. Dude's a fucking baller, that's for sure. Well, first things first. We'll do the surefire plan thing, and then I will analyze. Analyze big boy, obviously. Oh, I technically don't have line of sight. Really? Unfortunate. Okay, that's good to know that when you're leaning around the corner like this, that you can't see what is... Oh, there's guys over here too. I think that guy might... Yeah, he's one of ours, actually. bad guys on this way off to the side. Good to know. We got some innocent, unarmed folks around here as well. But yeah, you can't see things directly in front of you when you're behind this kind of hard cover. Only kind of to the side here. Well, that's kind of a shame. I'll still apply this to you. Can't target you either. Oh, wait, no, I'm on this side, so be over here.
My gut
Can't get him. I'll get you.
bad idea.
Oh, I guess you. Or maybe I target you because you're so far away. We'll do that. I'm not going to burn exposed weakness. I will take a regular shot at you. You probably kill the shit out of you. Killed the shit. I shot his fucking head off. And then I'll do one of these again.
Good as done.
And I think I know the answer to this question, but if I switch, I take a shot with the other weapon because I have action points left. I cannot. Yeah, I was hoping like maybe if I had action points, I could like switch weapons and shoot with another gun, but maybe because the rate of fire is 1 for both guns, maybe that means it's not an option. Because yeah, I was hoping I could shoot for both. And in that case, it kind of makes less sense for me to have the shotgun because it does less damage, I think, than the sniper. So anyway, things to consider for future reference. That is my turn. I yield the rest of my time. Argenta. So what can you reach from there? No need to run and gun right now. Just from here. Oh, and actually, firearm mastery. We have a heroic act. Oh, maybe I should have looked at what my guy's heroic act was going to be. Do I do this now? Gains us the ability to make a number of extra attacks. Or do I save it? Do I save it and wait for the right moment? Gains an automatic crit. Immediately reloads. Okay. Number of extra attacks equal to their weapon's fire rates. I think we have a pretty good fire rate, don't we? 4. That's pretty good. It normally costs the least AP. Does not cost those AP, so it's just a bunch of shots. It's a bunch of shots, and it's pretty sick. Do I wait and, like, see what other people have? Like, can I see, Abelard, what yours is? I don't know, maybe we just burn it. Maybe we just burn it, but, like, I don't know. I guess there's no reason to not. Let's see what everyone else's skills are. For now, let's just tenderize things a little bit. I can shoot those two. I can't get you. I can't shoot him, but I can't include him with, like, that spread shot. Actually, we'll shoot the big guy. Oh, that... Hold on. Can I? I'm like looking to see if I can hit. There we go. I can hit all 3. Go for that. So we shot. We didn't kill anybody, but we shot everybody once. Which meant that we did damage 3 things, and that's a good thing. We want to damage lots of stuff. I can't revel in slaughter right now. Guess I might as well run and gun again, right? Because we're gonna be not winded. Run and gun. I can shoot again. I might as well. I'm going to target that same space. Still haven't killed anybody, but damaged this guy more and took out a lot more of that guy's health. All right, that's going to be my turn. I'm winded right now, or she's winded right now, but we'll be able to unwind next time. He's going to move up into melee. For some reason, Rending Scream made everybody look. He hurts real bad. He hurts real bad. He did apply... He applied something to a bunch of us. He's bleeding. She also is bleeding. Oh, that was the Rending Scream thing. Yeah, Rending Scream is... That's like... I think it's a bunch of us made a save, basically. Yeah, a bunch of us made a save for it. Alright, Adira, last time I used you, you became sad very quickly. So maybe I just do forewarning and nothing else? Dodge and parry. I don't know. Maybe like... I don't know if you can dodge or parry this guy. This guy's pretty spicy. Or do I try Chain Lightning? Like these... Everyone's kind of far away, unfortunately. I know better than to try to attack him. See, it would hit our own homie. Our own bro's taking some pretty rough hits. Chain lightning, I don't think would be a very wise idea. Yeah, it would not be worth. I could do this one. Summon to 16. That would knock him down quite a bit for sure. Don't have line of sight on him. Would kill him. Don't have line of sight on you. Would kill. Yes, would kill you. I keep saying this guy. I keep thinking it says Dark Enforcer. It's a Deck Enforcer. Can't hit that guy. That's pretty good damage. Oh, also we have this. Oh, it's a hero. Oh, it's a heroic act. Okay. So I know what my guy does, and that's what our operative does. We'll next put in all enemies in combat. It's free a target that will hit. Until the end of combat, the target... Oh, wow. That's extraordinarily good. Yeah, maybe we do a dismantle... Well, the problem is, of course, I don't think we can do a dismantling attack because we're melee only. Maybe that'll be what our guy does. Our guy right here. Maybe he'll use his dismantling attack on the big guy to, like, make him extra... Well, that's the problem. Less dodge, less armor. So he'll take more damage. Yeah. Good to know. Good to know. He would take more damage. Okay. Well, for now, yeah, we can't really... I don't think we can really use that right now. That'd be a melee only, I think. Within a 1 cell radius, yeah. Oh, we'd have to get up close. I don't want to get close to that guy. He scares the shit out of me. Let's go ahead and just attack this guy. A little chunk. And I could try to forewarn... into combat. That's pretty good. Now let's hold off for now. I don't want to overdo it. We got burned pretty bad by overdoing it last time. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, healing combat. Use medikits. Might not be a shabby idea. We can take... He won't charge this time. But he did over half the health already. Maybe I should go ahead and use the medikit now. Oh, I don't have one on... That's why you want him on their person. Okay. If they have it equipped. Can equip one. Okay, maybe it's okay to do this in combat. I was thinking maybe it like wouldn't want me to do this in combat. I don't think we can do it. Unless there's like another spot for it.
I'm not interested.
Yeah.
That's not the Seneschal's job. Someone else can do this.
Oh, someone else has to heal him then. Okay. Well, the best person would be you.
This is unacceptable.
So I think that means we can't do it in combat. That's okay. That's a bummer. So this guy's gonna get dropped. It's only a matter of time. Or he could do Daring Breach. Restores all AP and MP. Gains 3 more movement. Don't lose movement. No limit on melee attacks this turn. Oh, so it's just all the damage you want to do. All the damage you want to do based on how many points you have. So that's a flurry of attacks then. Let's see. What's his damage? His damage is pretty good, I think. 8 to 10 is pretty solid. So it's almost a question of, do we want to have him do crazy melee attacks? Or do we want to have Argenta do a bunch of ranged attacks? She'd definitely be able to hit him. And their damage is pretty comparable. So what would his be if we were to use the Daring Breach? What was movement after performing attacks? There's no limit on melee attacks for the turn. So restores all, then gains 3 more movement. So I would attack first. That's 1 attack. And then we would restore the juice, and I would get basically 4 more attacks. So 5 attacks total from this guy. Whereas the one that Argenta has, can I check her stuff real quick? This Argenta. Tyrant says, I'm off work now. Hell yeah, bud. Sounds nice and chill. Well, for hers, her rate of fire is 4. So it would be, I think, just 4 attacks. A number of extra, so it'd be 4 extra attacks. So really, it'd be really same, honestly. It's ultimately 5. Yeah. Yeah, it's ultimately 5 ranged attacks or 5 melee attacks. It doesn't seem to matter too much. She has... what was the thing we took earlier where... is it a feature? No, it's under archetype, so it's this thing. Next attack in the current combat. Yeah. Only the next... Oh, okay, it's a one-time thing. Gotcha. Or it's a one per combat thing. I'm gonna go ahead and use Abelard's. Oh, except I don't see it. Hold on. Daring Breach. Uh-oh. Is it because... we had it was like popping up here. Oh, here we go. I think I have to say... Did I click this? Hold on. How do I get it to show up? Right click to expand. Cost is 0. Desperate measures. I mean, we're definitely greater than 175. We can use it, right? Not used. Oh, that's veil degradation, by the way. Okay, so that's what that is. Maybe I have to attack normally first? That's weird. I thought it was up here. Is there something I had to... I clicked by accident earlier? It's looking like it's trying to show something here. Like it's like broad... It's got like a little broadcasting with the little eyes. That's awfully strange. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I couldn't use it yet. Yeah, maybe we just gotta use other stuff first. So, attack. So you by yourself. And I think he slurped up one of his homies and spit acid. Wow. So that was like a thing he just did automatically, I guess. Because that was not his turn. That was just a thing he just got to do. Maybe it's when he's melee attacked, he just does all that. Yeesh. Okay. Well, I'm bummed that I can't do the desperate measures or the heroic act anymore. It said the cost was 0. This is a pretty desperate time right now too. Maybe there's just something I don't understand about how that works then. Maybe I waited too long. Maybe it has to be at like within a... Well, this is only the second round. Once per round for the entire party, once per battle for each character. Man. I mean, we're probably... At the rate this is going, this guy's gonna get dropped. This combat might, you know, end poorly. And that's fine. We have got the autosave, obviously. It's okay. I'm not worried. Just bummed that it seemed like there was the thing we could use that I can't seem to use anymore. So he's up. He's gonna try. He shot this guy. Finished him off. Very nice. He did the kind of multi-shot thing. He missed him. Good. Officer, they're trying their best.
Not like this.
So he drops our melee guy. That's a shame. So he's been knocked unconscious. Can't participate in combat. They'll receive trauma. Resting on the ship or certain places. There we go. I wish it would have told us that earlier, because I burned 2 medikits trying to heal trauma, because I didn't know what trauma was. I thought it was the same as a wound. The scream real loud. There you go. There you go. And our momentum has dropped, or at least it has for my guy at least. So I can't use my momentum. First, I'm going to analyze you more, obviously. He got a lot of health back. When he ate his buddy, he slurped him up real good. And then it was weird though, because like he got like a free acid attack because he attacked these guys over here, and then did like another 1 or 2 melee attacks against this guy, and then it was still our turn. So I think he has some kind of... In fact, I could probably do this and see like if there's something in particular that happens. Oh wait, that's not it. There's something that happens like when receiving a melee hit. Statistics. Yeah, Abelard applied contempt. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that worked, but it was still our turn. Anyway, really don't see much else that we can do right now. I can just take a pot shot at this guy. We'll do a decent chunk of damage. The little fellas I'm not really as worried about. I mean, he did drop our buddy over here, which is not great, but this guy is the greater threat. How many exploits? He has only 3 on him. Wouldn't really get a whole lot to burn that now. Take a shot at you. And then that is my turn. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe it dropped below the momentum threshold. I mean, it said it was full, I think. But maybe it hadn't shown as full. Maybe that's the issue. Like, it was... We could only see up to a certain point. Like, maybe the bar hadn't updated or something. Also, we're winded right now, aren't we? Bleeding, of course, and we're winded. I thought for sure we had damaged 3 things. Comes available after the soldier... Oh, kills 3 enemies. Not... I'm getting my kills and my damages mixed up. Okay, never mind. So wounded or winded means... I can't shoot as good. Okay, that's a shame. There's really not a lot that we would want to multi-shoot. I think I'd rather just focus on this guy. I could kind of reach him. Yeah, there's really not a nice way where I can attack you and this guy as well. Let's go ahead and do this one. Gain some momentum. See, now this fills up. Yeah, we can't use it though. It shows us purple. Yeah, I just don't understand why we can't use this right now. Surely it's not a bug. Surely it's like there's just something about the system I just don't understand. Hey, what's up, Dolph? We're in a pretty rough spot right now. We're facing something that we're really pretty outclassed for. And part of it's my fault. I don't know if it's my fault or maybe it was just my ignorance. I didn't realize that you can't use healing items in combat unless you have them actively equipped. So I went into this battle not knowing that we didn't have any healing items equipped. And there's something about this heroic acts or desperate measures system that I'm not understanding about, like, when we can use it. Because it seemed like you could use it whenever this bar fills up. And it's full, and it seems like it's trying to show me something. There's like a little spot where an icon should be, but... Unless I have to, like, equip it in my archetype system, maybe. It's like we unlocked this very recently. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we just have to take the L. Like, we're probably, you know, at the rate we're going, we're probably not going to win this fight. I'll go ahead and take a pot shot of this guy. It's not a ton of damage, unfortunately. And end my turn. But hopefully something will become available soon. She's knocked prone, so she's out of commission probably for a bit. This guy missed. Alright, Adira, can I get her out of the poison, I wonder? I think I'll move her here.
What is this foreboding?
Unless that's still in the poison. It's kind of hard to tell. That poison even doing? Toxin for 2 rounds. So we failed a toughness resistance check. Okay. Yeah, I think it was... Actually, I think my guy got it too. Maybe this is all a not good spot to be. I'll go a little bit farther. And then I'll use this ability. Actually... I don't know if it's worth trying to even try to... Because she doesn't have very good melee protection. I think we just try to attack. Hope for the best. And he ate that guy. Man. Yeah, he just gets all these free attacks. Or maybe... Well, no, it's still our turn, though. Yeah, so I guess when he gets damaged, it's not melee only. When he gets damaged, he just gets some free attacks. Sometimes. But not always. Maybe it's his... Maybe he has, like, some kind of built-in momentum thing. Regardless, we're out of turns. We're out of actions, rather. Alright, so that killed the bad guy. He's still up and at him. Good. Thankfully, the normal bad guys are having a very hard time hitting their targets. So I will go ahead and analyze. And I think I might go ahead and burn the analyze. It's a shame because he's losing an exploit every time. Yeah, mine is very full, and I have no... Yeah, maybe I waited too long. Maybe it's like if you don't use these special abilities at the very start of the turn, then they're gone forever until like the next combat or something, maybe. So I was hoping I'd get like another opportunity to do the thing. Let's go ahead and take a shot. But that's the thing, he keeps healing because he keeps gobbling up all of his buddies. Maybe that's another thing, is we should, next time we should focus on attacking the buddies first. Presumably this is not a combat we're expected to lose. I think we can win this. Just has so many attacks.
Whispers. Get him.
We're just getting dropped one by one.
Hold on. Stay with us.
Alright, so the bad guy's done. So he can't get any more gobbling heat heals, which is good. I'm going to get far away from you, if I can help it. Oh, except I can't go that way, because he's blocking me. Yeah, my movement is limited. Oh, I'm out of movement. -6 movement. So the start of... Oh, wait, no, because I attacked. Huh. Well, I will analyze you again. Yeah, maybe attacking... Maybe because it's a sniper rifle, it can, like, locks you in place. Maybe that's what's going on there. So I'll end my turn. And them's the... Oh, I don't know why we looked at him. Alright, so that is... Dunzo. Although we got these guys who are doing their best. I think when they get popped out, that's when that's curtains. Round 5. Oh, no, never mind, we're dead. So let's load last save. One type of accent uses it for the whole group. Well, yeah, that was the thing. And I was like waiting to see who should use theirs, because I wanted to use it at like a pivotal time, and then it was time to use it. The spot on the menu was gone. So I think there was either something that I had did that burned it accidentally, or there was some other thing in combat that made the heroic maneuvers not possible. Because yeah, now I can click them again. Yeah, there was this little broadcasty thing that when you hover over, it shows these icons. For some reason, these icons weren't showing up, and it made me think there was something I had done. Maybe I used it. It's just like, these are such big attacks. They should be pretty obvious. And the other thing too, the bar was still quite full. So I don't know. Maybe I waited too long. It's really hard to say. So I'm still trying to like piece together myself. By the way, Leroy, it's good to see you, bud. Does it visually change in game? It does. It does. I don't know if I can demonstrate it right now since we're in combat, but earlier we put on these gloves. Yeah, I can't chase you in combat. But yeah, when I put on the gloves, you could like visibly see. Maybe it's kind of hard to see based on the icon, but it did change the appearance of the gloves. The armor, of course, we got this big old coat. But oh, the glasses. That's an obvious one right there. The goggles we're wearing right now. We're looking like a steampunk weirdo. So yeah, that's actually a nice kind of feature. There's a cosmetic aspect, which is nice. All right, fresh start, fresh beginning. We've learned that we definitely want to take out the homies, take out the extra fellas around here, because he will use those extra homies to heal up. So maybe instead of attacking this guy, I should just charge, because Abelard's going first. Oh, no, I'm going first. Me, Super Hobbit. So I will use my usual surefire plan. Then I will analyze. It's a shame I can't analyze that big guy, even though he's so large. So I'll go for you. Yeah, it is good. It's pretty tough. This is like the first like really hard fight we've had, and it's a doozy. It's a doozy. All the other fights so far have been like very easy cakewalks, but this one's been spicy. But I'm liking it so far. Liking it a lot so far. I'll go and take a very pointed shot at you all the way from the far. That frees this guy up to get close and help us shoot some other scary bad guys.
Who if not me?
Blast that guy to smithereens. That was a crit shot, apparently. And I one enemy within a 30 cell radius. So I could do this. One exploit on all enemies in combat and gives a free attack. It'll always hit. And the target of that attack gets -30 to a bunch of stuff. Penalty and dodge. Or, I'm sorry, -30% to armor, so they take more damage. Maybe that's the right call. Instead of raw damage, just make him more weak. Let's do that one.
I won't stand for
But I don't have range on him. Okay. So we gotta wait till next time.
I'll make it happen.
Gotta wait till next time. I can't use it right now because I don't have range on him. So I'll hold off. Or we can do this one. Or we can do this one. Because, yeah, now it's available to us. Extra attacks equal to the rate of fire. Till the end of the turn, their first attack against each new enemy is a definite crit. And we get auto reloads. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like Abe's because his is just a bunch of melee attacks. Just fucking wail on him, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, I'm my understanding with the heroic act. Only be used once per round for the entire party and once per battle for each character. Once per round for the entire party. So this, oh, maybe that's how we should look at it. Maybe this round somebody should use theirs. Next round, someone else use theirs, like that kind of thing. Supporting heresy, you know, listen, Cthulhu and Warhammer, Lovecraft and Warhammer, never the twain shall meet. Yeah. Yeah, if you're wondering about the giveaways, if you're wondering about what the giveaways are going to entail, we haven't gotten close to unlocking any yet. But that summary does have the deets on what the giveaways will eventually entail. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I did earlier, just kind of fire on in general. It's like if I aim here, it's a slightly better chance. So killed that second guy nice and easy, which is good. I'm not going to use running gun right now because we need to kill 3 bad guys for it. This is chapter 1. This might not even be chapter 1. This might be the prologue. This might not be like considered part of the chapter stuff. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. And he's going to get close. Now he's in range for everybody. So I think all of us suffered rending stream. No, I think only one of us took the damage from it. Took the effect rather. He's gonna take a little pot shot and miss. He's gonna pot shot at my melee guy and he's gonna miss as well. Yeah, we still have these available here, so that's good. So I think curiosity. All right, that would not hit multiple bad guys. Yeah, there's really no reason to go for multiple bad guys. The multi-shot, multi-bad guy chain lightning attack at least right now. So probably just the psychic shriek. We could like, I can't kill him because I don't have line of sight, but I have line of sight to him, and I guess only him. Out of curiosity, she doesn't have a ranged weapon. Yeah, target is too far. It's got to be, yeah, so for hers it would be melee only, which is kind of tough, honestly. And I don't know if I want her getting into melee with this guy just yet. Or I could try protection. It's the target's dodge and parry by 10%. What's this over here? Maybe this is what I... Oh, maybe this is what I should have read earlier. Always a chance that things will go poorly. Beginning of combat, Veil Degradation starts at 0. Right now it's at 11. Increases by 1 for each use. The minor psychic power and 3 for each use of a major power. Increases by 1 each time. So why is it starting at 11, I wonder? Maybe it's because she's already got some effects on her. Maybe that's why. Because, yeah, that makes it go... Yeah, I see now. That would make it go up a whole lot. It's a chaos... Oh, so that just ups it automatically? That makes sense. And probably once it gets to this threshold... Past 15, basically. Once it gets past 15, then it's in the scary zone. Yeah. So that then at least confirms that these don't affect that meter. This affects it, that really affects it. Alright, so I'm gonna try that then. So I'm gonna analyze, because we can do that for free. But not for free, it costs action points, obviously. And I'm gonna roll the dice, and I'm gonna forewarn, because that 10% actually could make a difference here. Please don't have your head explode. Okay, so it went up. And then I'm gonna yield my turn. I'm not gonna go for a melee attack. I don't have a death wish. Alright, yield my time. Abelard, you're up, and let's think, if I use this now, he can still heal his stuff. I think what we're going to want to do is endure. Yeah, charging would not be worth it, obviously. I'm definitely gonna endure.
Victory is imminent.
And I don't want to burn this yet, because again, he's just gonna heal his shit super easily. He's got 2 bros right here and a 3rd right here. Oh, 4 even. So I think we hold. I think we hold and try to, like, I mean, I can still attack. Of course, he's taken other damage, obviously. Yeah, I mean, if we hit all these attacks, we've determined that's like basically 5 hits. It's basically 5 attacks. If we hit all of them, then we probably do like about 50 damage. So we can get him down to half health. But then he can just do an easy slurp. So what's this one do? Flexion for each archetype. Once per combat. Yeah, that only works for 1 round. So let's just do a regular attack then. Might as well, since he's here. He's gonna do the slurp. So he gets the big heals. Gonna spit some acid. He's gonna get that free hit. And then a second free hit. And then we're out of actions for now. And we did block something though, which is good. We got the bros on our side. Ooh, killed the shit out of that guy. That's nice to see. How will the giveaways work? Well, we don't have any right now. When we eventually have giveaways going, I'll make sure to like telegraph it well so it's obvious what's about to go down. We'll be doing it through channel points. There'll be like a channel point, a redemption ticket. It'll be a raffle basically. So we'll have raffle tickets you can redeem through channel points. It'll be max 1 per person. So everyone who goes in on the giveaway will have equal opportunity to win stuff. I'm gonna do this dismantling attack now. I'm going to analyze. Actually has quite a bit of stuff on him. I wonder if I should go ahead and burn this now. Nah, we'll wait. Because we can't start doing big damage to this guy just yet. What I can do is weaken his resolve. So I'll do exactly that. So pretty good damage, and now this guy has less dodge ability and less armor, which is huge. Big. Yeah, it's like, I think it's 500 channel points, which, I mean, if you wanted to follow, you don't have to, but if you wanted to follow, you'd get 300 off the bat, and you get a few hundred for watching for like an hour or 2 anyway, so it builds up pretty quickly. And Ogasa said all that already, so yeah, Ogasa beat me to the punch. You already know what's up. I will see if there's... Can I attack you? I cannot. I could move. But I would very much lose my cover, obviously. Although I could pop out of cover quickly and just take a pot shot at that guy. See, I want fewer healing opportunities for these fools. I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna do one of these. I'm gonna take a targeted shot at you. No more heals for you. Make it 1,000. I've considered raising it up, but I think 500's enough for now, because it's to weed out the people that pop in for like 10 seconds and then, and then fuck off and never engage with us at all. Like, you know, it requires being around by some degree. And hopefully, yeah, like I said, helps to weed out, like, botting attempts, that kind of thing. 10 points for 5 minutes to watch it. Yes, that builds up pretty quickly. I like to think it's reasonably fair. Can I reach you? Yes, I can. So that would be the end of your stuff. And that would, of course, mean the spawn would be up next. He would do big damage to this guy, obviously. Yeah, I say let's go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. It's a 38% though. Ooh, it's not great. But if I attack him, he might get that auto thing that fires it where he gobbles up a friend, gets a bunch of health back. I'll take my chances. Okay, well, the chances were not in our favor, but that's okay. We have not killed enough bad guys to revel in slaughter, so I will end my turn. His attacks are not great. Don't love it. But it wasn't nearly as brutal that time. We dodged that. Very good. Okay, so he still has the bonus thing he applied. Gonna analyze once again. So we can do that without taking on the veil degradation. I think I'm gonna hold off a little bit longer. Oh wait, did he lose his... Oh, maybe he lost his exploits. Yeah, he lost his exploits. Unless it's on a per person basis. Maybe it is. Maybe it's on a per person basis. 95% is only 3. Well, I think for that shot over there, it was like a 38% chance. So I don't feel too sad about it. I don't feel too sad. How much longer do you have on that poison, Adira? Because I don't know if I can do much about it without a healing kit, obviously. Would I be able to attack you? No, I could not. Now, I could have her move, like, behind and, like, go for a melee. I wouldn't be able to reach very far. Oh, I think he's blocking us. I can't move. Oh, no, it's because of our just limited movement right now. If I got there, I wouldn't be able to. Well, actually, maybe I would. I'd go right there.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Can I hit you with this guy from there? No, I was thinking maybe I could, like, kind of see. Yeah, nothing can really reach that, unfortunately. And again, if I try to attack that guy, it's not going to be good. I say... I almost want to just kind of hold with this character. Man, I was really hoping to kill that guy before... This person, before we start this. Oh, we've dropped momentum, but at least we have the icon now. We have the icon now. I can endure again, and I probably should. It only lasts for 1 round, unfortunately. I still go for that attack. I guess I might as well. Get some momentum going again. 8 to 10, 8 to 10. Yeah, it's all same season. Of course, we're guaranteed to hit. Unless he parries. I think hit percentage is considering dodge, but not necessarily parry. So just know this might cause him to, do the auto schlorp. Damn, I was really trying to avoid that, but them's the breaks.
Duty go hand in hand.
But at least we're dodging and parrying. Like, he's faring a lot better this time, so I can't be too sag. Got the momentum up, so next time... Well, actually, for that matter... Maybe that went down because... Maybe it needs a full turn needs to finish before we can do these again. So end his turn. Our bro takes a little pot shot of that guy. What chapter is this? I'm actually not sure. The game hasn't told me, which makes me think we might not even be in chapter 1 necessarily. We might be in the prologue. I actually have no idea. And I also don't really know how long this game is for that matter. Yeah, this has some XCOM feels, yes. The combat for sure. Absolutely. No, we got a long ways before we get to chapter 2, that's for sure. Probably another couple streams, I would assume. So he's up to 6 counts of it. Yeah, so I'll hold off on that. There's no other friendlies for him to heal, so I might as well take a pot shot. 22 damage, legit. Argenta, oh, she can do her thing. Let's go and do it. So I think the way I can maximize this. These attacks don't spend AP. Automatically reload for freezies. We have a lot of bullets in the chamber right now. I am gonna say, let's do this first.
Resides in the will of the righteous.
So we're just gonna do a bunch of shots. Gonna miss one. So it's a 75% chance to hit. So that was a crit. That wasn't actually, well, it said it was a crit, but the damage was the samesies. So we're lining up some good shots. That's a rate of fire force. That's the last shot. I was hoping I would get like my normal shot as well. I could run and gun. She has only killed 1 thing. Maybe 2. So we would stay winded for how long? Till the end of the next turn we're winded. 63. It'd be nice to get him down maybe a little bit lower. I could also do this. Just momentum for each enemy that is either in a 5-star. Blah, 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 blah. I should have done this, probably done this earlier, honestly. I should have done that first before I started doing the other firearm mastery attacks. Stack 1 of 3. Right, okay. So, yeah, I'll go and run and gun. That's fine. And to get an extra shot. It was 8 instead of the usual. Okay, so we'll take it. This is going a lot better, and it's because we were able to buff up our guy. He was able to dodge that attack. He's only taken 2 shots now. Yeah, buffing that guy up was the right call. Unfortunately, Adira got knocked unconscious because the poison took her. That's fine. That's fine. She's a big girl. She can take it. We're probably going to have like an auto rest coming up pretty soon. Am I going to do it? Aleph, I will. And in fact, I'm going to have chat vote on which I go for. On which of those 3 options I go for. For the entirety of Chapter 2, we're going to go all Iconoclast or Heretic or Dogmatic. And the chat will help me decide when that time comes. So we can have him do his... Actually, this might be enough to kill.
No matter the cost.
This might be enough to kill. So I'm going to brace for impact. And then I'm going to endure. I'm going to attack. This might be enough to kill. We get one more? Oh, I think one of these counted, unfortunately. Oh, that's a shame. So I probably shouldn't have done the endure, but I think I'm up next. Oh, is this guy gonna get the killing blow? Almost. It's me. So of course I gotta make it fancy. Analyze. Oh, he lost his stack again. That's okay. Now I'll burn this to make sure I'm really gonna hit this last hit.
I'll see to it you're in.
He's out of there. Tough fight, but we learned a lot. We learned a lot about how the combat works. Got some more wounds on us, but we'll get some people healed up soon. Thank you, Tyrant. The chant you the mantra you just uttered is what saved us. If we pick Heretic, I would lean towards Iconoclast personally, but it won't be up to me. It won't be up to me. It'll be up to everybody else basically. That way it absolves me. It absolves me of responsibility. So I can't loot the monster. The monster probably didn't have a whole lot of interesting stuff on him, honestly. But however, I think this is the stuff that was used in the ritual. A blade shard, mysterious metal, gloves of endurance. We definitely endured a lot of shit, that's for sure. They gain bonus to damage. That's kind of cool. Mantle of heroism. Requires follower of iconoclast, which I think we might be at, actually. That's pretty sweet. I'll collect it all. This guy also got smacked by something, I think. The Emperor protects. I'm just a little bit fucked up right now, fam. Is this guy just knocked unconscious, or is he dead? He's still got the... No, he's breathing. He's fine. There's the helm, as badass and domineering as ever. Pathfinder Kingmaker, yes. Pathfinder Kingmaker and Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I've heard good things about Kingmaker, but I've heard really good things about Wrath of the Righteous. But that is extremely good. See if there's anything else to like loot or pick up. We killed a lot of bad guys, but don't have a lot to show for it, unfortunately. But we did get some nice things. That kind of blob of stuff in the center there. Okay, so I think we're good here.
Rise to the top, or get left in
See what these guys have to say. Can we talk to them? Oh, they're too far away. They're behind some rubble.
The heir is dead. He sacrificed himself to save the entire dynasty.
No,
A
wait.
noble deed. Let the crew offer prayers for the hero who renounced his impure life in the name of humanity.
But didn't the guy turn into the demon? Like it looked like he kind of got taken by that force to turn his eyes purple, and then he like turned into the chaos demon thing, the chaos creature. I mean, he didn't choose to turn into it, obviously. But I'm also not sure what his actions did that like was beneficial necessarily, unless like he scared off the, that one fella. He scared off the villain character, stopped him from like fully completing the ritual, because he did something with the ritual, because he still summoned a big scary chaos demon. Like Kingmaker, that's good. That's good. The white-haired man with sickly pale skin salutes you. Overgrown with foul wickedry, scrubbing it off the vid screens for Thorn knows how long. How did you people survive? They barge near the ones with the Master of Whispers. Some officers charge them. I just grabbed whoever I could and prayed for our rescue. Okay, so now the people are understanding orders and hopping to business. Someone starts crying. Abelard just fucking cock punches him. And then he turns to me. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You're the only one here who speaks for House Von Valentius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you're all we got right now, homie. No pressure. Go to the throne and do your thing. Take the Lord Captain's seat. Translation is a craft, not something to be explained in a tick. Every second we waste is a terrible risk. All right, let's start things up. Ascending to the throne. What is presumed rightfully ours, because all the other heirs are dead. And an image of Theodora. Swaying in sorcerous currents invisible to mortal eyes. The false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true surreal nature. One of her eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire. The other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. So we're probably going to have this haunting visage haunt us and taunt us as time goes on. Seeping directly into my brain without ever reaching my ears. Booms to the horrors of the warp. Opposing destiny itself for the sake of lives that are not your own. A muddled, erratic, pointless tangle. I wish it was an erotic, pointless tangle, personally. Yeah, this might be the tutorial level. The like I said, the prologue. I might be wrong. This might be chapter 1, but I haven't seen a thing that has said chapter 1 begin, so I have no idea. The voices are the myriad manifestations of the same call that invaded your mind. Dug the roots into my conscious. Beginning and the end and all that courses in between. Voice of the truth, it says. Viscous drops viscous drops slither down your cheeks. And now it's Voigtvir. Says everything was all set, but you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. So yeah, they didn't want us to ascend as the heir. He said, yeah, you were supposed to be my buddy, not my adversary. Too fucking bad, bro. Oh, but she can see the image, though. We've a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. Alright. Hazy glimpses of a future yet unknown. A violent kaleidoscope, it says. A twisted image of Abelard. But it's actually him in real life trying to talk to us. Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was. He said servant of mine. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it was the evil thing. Yeah. Never mind. No. Here's the real one. The navigator's sanctum is silent. The stable. Oh, so that means the navigator's dead. Yes. Yes, he did. Yeah. A lot of people died. And then he's like, all right, so are we going to actually learn what happened to the Lord Captain? And then we're all like, what do we tell him?
It is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty.
In that flavor text, they really emphasize, like, this, he couldn't say it, like he was struggling to bring himself to do it. The convictions, man, like the convictions of all these characters, it's impressive. It's a little bit like unsettling at times, like, wow, you're really drinking this Kool-Aid, but I get it. I get it. This is Warhammer. This is the Imperium. Them's the breaks. That's just how it goes.
By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision,
I will say nothing.
It is hereby
and accept it.
declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful...
I wish they would say my name. Say the funny name, dude!
...of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim... have you lost your tongues? Hail your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live.
I mean, this guy helped too. He was tanking that Chaos Demon like a boss. If not for him, we would have all folded like accordions.
The deed is done, Master. In my apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
Lord Captain Super Hobbit? I can get used to that. All right. I'll accept it. The Lord Captain's place. Get a cool cutscene.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost.
There's our buddy. There's the sister of killing shit.
Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained. For the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. And through the strength of his resolve, saved those who were counting on him for protection.
That's me. We did that. Interesting hand-drawn stylings for the cutscene. Not what I would have expected at all. Not complaining though. I like it. Stylistic. Striking. Achievement. That was the prologue. Hey, there's Koala Baritone, my man. Complete the prologue. We get Aaron that raids us as a reward. I am peeing. I'm gonna assume that you are not peeing and streaming at the same time, or that it wasn't a toilet stream. I'm gonna assume that you went to take a toilet break and then also initiated the raid at the same time. Aaron, you freaking handsome devil, thank you. Thank you very much for that raid. What a freaking cool dude. We got some homies coming in. You were doing some Outer Wilds. Yo, what are you thinking of Outer Wild? I know you're peeing right now, but once you stop peeing and once you flush and once you wash your hands, I would love to hear how the stream went, because I've heard Outer Wilds is extremely cool and is one of those games you almost have to be careful when it comes to streaming it, because spoilers are best to be avoided. Fully diapered up, I respect that, man. I respect that. That takes preparation. That takes preparation. It's very impressive. Yeah, I hope it's nice and warm, by the way. Hope it's nice and warm, and I hope you were nice and hydrated, so it's nice and clear. And not too smelly. And also, yeah, I'd love to hear how the stream went, and if you have any clips from, like, any time over the past, like, 98 months, any recent clips, I would love to see it. And by recent, again, I mean, yeah, within 98 or so months, give or take. Lot to explore, yeah. It seems like a very good game that is very rewarding. The more you put into it, the more like you explore it, and the more you really drink in all that the game has to offer. It seems extremely cool. Yeah, only within the, yeah, I know it's a very specific amount, but that's the cutoff. That is the cutoff. That's the rule, unfortunately. But yeah, if you got any clips, you know, I love getting to see that stuff. The most recent one would have been the one where it was you and Mallory doing the game show, the pop culture game show, and we learned about vampires and their and aspects of their reproductive systems that I didn't even know was possible to learn about. You know, from things that were canon within the Twilight universe. So, yeah, things were learned that I can't unlearn despite my best efforts. Thanks for hanging out, by the way, Aleph. Appreciate you hanging out, buddy. We'll probably wrap up in a little bit, but we'll play a little bit more now that Aaron's here and can help us explore more of this cool game. This game is called Warhammer Rogue Trader. This is a dare drop acquired game, which means I will have some dares eventually, but I think we're only now starting chapter 1, and the earliest dare reward that can happen, at least for this playthrough, will be in chapter 2. So we got a ways to go, but that is a summary of the dares we're working on, where we can unlock extra Steam keys for this game and for a few other games to give away as like giveaways to viewers, which is kind of fun. We just beat the prologue. We had a pretty tough battle at the end. Our guy has ascended to the title of Rogue Trader, hence the name of the game, because the previous Rogue Trader got in battle. She got killed, so now we're the new person managing the helm. Basically means that we get to run the ship, and we're really cool. We got a bunch of extra party members that kind of work with us, not unlike Baldur's Gate 3 at least. And now we're starting chapter 1. So this guy, so Abelard, of course, is one of the guys that was in our party earlier. He's super tired. Says he says I'm freaking exhausted. However, not sure what that was. Maybe that's just like an internal monologue. His hesitation brings an involuntary smirk to your face. Someone else is gloating at the old officer's confusion. I think that is it. I think that was that little moment. I think that was the warp corruption that was in our brain, kind of influenced us a little bit there. The previous one, 2 weeks. Oh man, 2 weeks. It's been that long since we've been blessed with an Aaron stream. All the more reason to watch this clip and enjoy it.
I got this. This is Goku. All right, this is.
Whoa, this is awesome. Now, I did see here. I'm gonna move my big old face. I did see that Mallory also has a very cool VTube setup, PNG tube setup, where she is a giraffe, and you are a little koala Muppet fella. I love this. I love this so much. And this is some Fortnite. Sloppy Saiyan 2. Oh, even sloppier. Hit me with it, Big Daddy.
I got this. This is Goku. All right, this is Goku, but addicted to sloppy joes.
Give me sloppy Joes!
How was that?
That was
My
good.
voice is shot now.
I was gonna say, is that why you had to take 2 weeks off streaming? Because I know you had an audition, and I know that that your Thrussie probably needed some downtime to bounce back from that. But that was awesome. That was awesome. I need this one more time. One more time. One more.
Give me sloppy
Here comes a big payoff.
Joes!
The full commit too, man. Amazing. Amazing. I feel like I got my money's worth. And by that, I mean you did it for free, and I love that shit. Meerkat says, that was even better. There you go. There you go. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. No, I hope the stream tonight was fun. I hope the audition went well. I hope legs were broken. Which is to say, the legs of the competition with bats and brass knuckles. Like a fucking boss. Got the part? That's what we like to see, baby. That's what we like to see. Good shit, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. New ringtone, by the way. New ringtone just unlocked. Don't tempt me, Tyrant. I can download that shit. Or I can save the audio at least. Kinky Boots. That was it. That was it. Yeah, Charlie Price. I'll confess, I've actually never seen Kinky Boots. And in fact, until you mentioned it a week or two ago, I'd never heard of it. But I know now, and I feel very cultured, thanks to you. Since we got to hold our first officer's briefing. I wear boxers, actually, instead of briefs. Is that going to be a problem? We sustained massive losses. It's a bummer, but that's just how it goes. All right. How'd we lose so many people? Where there was a lot of bad guys, you see. A lot of bad guys killing shit. Yeah, the epilogue of this game had some pretty bloody battles. A lot of shit got murdered. Was a pretty rough time for everybody involved. But the good news is that it was a rougher time for the heretics that were trying to pull some shit because we fought them off and we're cool as hell. But yeah, we're also... A lot of people are dead as hell, which is a shame. Targeting the vessel's command. Yes, they were trying to take out the leadership. And of course, the Master of Whispers that was on our side was a turncoat and betrayed us. What's the agenda for the meeting? Oh, you know, we'll talk about birthdays this month. We'll talk about budgets and those TPS reports that people need to fill out. You know, the usual. Still receiving updates about the ship. He says, yeah, we need to get this thing repaired because it's all fucked up. Get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge. Okay. And they get to behold your visage, which is its own reward, really. Master of Whispers, more like Master of Piss-Pers. He did piss his pants running away from us like a little dingus when the other heir, Edelthart, when he charged at his ass. The guy ran away like a chump. So no news on the Master of Whispers. What's his name? Voigtvir, I think was his name. His trail went cold, so we don't know where he went. We're on the hunt for him. He might have taken a shuttle out. That would have done it. And then my guy's like, I don't know if I want this job. No, we'll be confident. I can handle it. I can handle it. But this game's pretty cool so far. Like I was saying, a lot of people compare this to Baldur's Gate 3. There are some parallels for sure. The combat is more XCOM-like and more grid-like, with a lot of familiar things to us, in particular when it comes to percentage for missed chances, that kind of thing, based on cover the bad guys might have and based on your positioning. So they're all staring at me. Now I'm nervous. Personally conduct today's briefing. That's right. I'm ready to hear the reports. I haven't the time to listen to every last officer. Now we'll be proper. We'll be nice. Her body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Good for her, honestly. That's this person. They look like a character. This person, not so much the outfit, but like the hair and the breathing piece and whatnot. It's kind of something out of the Matrix. Receiving, processing, and sending communications. Very good. Your eyes on my mouth. So if you eat a sandwich, does that mean I'm eating a sandwich? We, of course, met Ravor previously, steering the ship and whatnot, the master helmsman. No pirates or asteroids for us. Very pale skin. And a dour expression hardwired into his face. Alright, very good. High factotum Yenris or Genris Denrock. Supplies, procurement, very good. Oh, look at this guy. He's got a monocle and everything. Fancy schmancy. Oiled hair, there you go. That's a cool word. What's that word mean? Obsequious? If I'm pronouncing it right. All matters concerning your comfort. Overseeing the ship's vital functions, Master of Ordnance, the Infernus Master, and the Drives Master. Servant of the Omnissiah. Obsequious. Thank you. Thank you, Ogasso. Ogasso's helped me learn. The Infernus Master salutes with so much confidence, or with a lot of confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. Also, not ordinance, ordnance. Like no I. Ordnance. You gotta say it real fast. It seems like a devoted... Oh, like it's too devoted? Gotcha, gotcha. The Drives Master does like a little dance, a little jig. Complicated manipulation of all the tech priests. Okay. That's a word. Mechadendrites. Mechadendrites. Okay. Tentacle robotic limb prosthetics attached to the spine. Is it everyone? Our Choir Master, Zachary Wees. The Astropath section is unable to join. He's in distant star systems. He's in a trance trying to contact other folks, other peeps. And inform them of Theodora's passing. Okay. And then let's hear all the reports. One by one. All fires on decks are extinguished. Very good. And we've got damage reports and all the stuff. Reports have been sent off. All right. It's like, all right, he just inherited this job. Then he's like, by the way, he's doing all right. He's handling it okay. He can take the heat, so to speak. What else we got? What chapter are we? Well, it didn't tell me. I'm assuming this is chapter 1. Because earlier when we beat the boss we were fighting, at the end it said achievement unlocked, beat the prologue. So I think this is chapter 1. So we got a ways to go. We got a ways to go before we hit chapter 2. Trying to compile a full account of losses. Damaged components, or reports of damaged opponents are given to the tech priests. Okay. Trying to keep track of the people that we have. We've lost more than 2,000 crew members. And it is, he says, not confined to the scum from the lower decks. Hey, there are people too, man. There are people too. Easily replaced, but also the trained professionals. Able to make up our losses in the nearest planet. That belongs to another rogue trader dynasty. We have to first... Okay, we have to negotiate. That's me. I'm about negotiations. All right. That's a quest for us. Like to attack first and ask questions later. Says Abelard, frowning. All right, Drives Master, what you got for us? Oh, so they don't have a mouth. They have to communicate with the little Vox retranslator. The vows that set here destroy the repositories of lots of machine spirits. The Great Warp Engine is unharmed, thankfully, but its spirits mourns its dead brethren. We need to identify a prayer protocol to like assure it, assuage it of its sorrow and anger. Machines feeling sad. Who would have guessed? Engineer Prime, Overseer and Spiritual Authority, fell in battle as well. I think that was the guy we saw ourselves. The Magus was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. No one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magus. Need to replace him as soon as possible. I'll say I understand. They bow their head. And then Helmsman, what you got, fam? The outlook is bleak, he says. Things are fucked. Ship is sound, but without the navigator, or the Engineer Prime and the navigator, we're stuck here for a bit. We step into the warp, shit's gonna get bad. It's be bad forever. Everyone dies horribly. It's awful. Followed standard protocols, conducted a count of all available communication channels. One of them is Navis Nobilite. What's that? Ancient organization of noble mutant families. You can safely guide warp-capable void ships. Oh, I like that. Maintains complete Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. We've located a navigator in the same system as an incredible stroke of luck. Might just be what we need. That might be one of the first things we do. Sharp bolt of pain goes through my skull. It's not the God Emperor I think we should thank for such fortune, says the words of the daemon, the thing that has penetrated our soul. Yes, so this is something we just have to try to tangle with. He says, yeah, we should definitely do this. Then he says, in slightly less shitty news, we can go around and around the system till our heads are swimming as long as the Prometheum and supplies last. If any thick as grok shit lowlifes come sniffing around, we can take their asses out. What about you, Master? Oh, maybe that's how it's spelled. I thought there'd be an I in ordnance. Maybe it's just ordnance. What do you got, Master of Ordnance? He's like, I got nothing. Maintain arsenal. Shoot whenever I'm told to shoot. But no crew, he says. No, my lord. You forget yourself, he says. So what, he says. I mean, it's an emotional time. I get it. A bajillion people got murdered. Kind of how it goes. Ship's in ruins. The officers are dead. A new Lord Captain who doesn't know shit, honestly. Enforcer sees this mutineer. Hey, he's not mutinying. He's just, a little frustrated. Who can blame him? Just smack him in the back of the head. Oh, he's fucking out. Only one officer out of the whole lot has fallen to pieces. That's not bad at all. Honestly, he's not wrong. He's like, what should you have us do other than find a replacement? All right, so this is still chapter 1, I'm pretty sure. In fact, here, I can do this. I can check the achievements. If there is, here we go. Yeah, so we have not completed chapter 1 yet. So we got quite a ways to go. So we can make any choice that I want. Any choice that I want. We can say release him. I have no intention of punishing a man for a moment of weakness. That's fine. Or we could say fucking murder him. Or we could say, or I guess, or a choice that has no heretical nature to it. I leave this punishment at your discretion. I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to go for the first one. Like, listen, he wasn't like saying, like, yeah, he's saying I'm new. He's not wrong. The ship's in shambles. He's not wrong. Everything he said was correct. So I don't even know if he needs punishment. Maybe we should be like, no, we want people to tell us how it is, man. Like, don't mince words with me, man. Stares unblinkingly. Ceases sniveling. Hysterics are over. Let us resume. All right. Wiping blood from his broken nose. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, be grateful for my mercy, right? So, serious losses and shit's fucked up. Yeah. That is not the end of our trials once we resolve these things, though. Systems must be properly inspected for major damage. A footfall station. Not football. Footfall station. We'll never reach there without having first solved the 3 immediate issues. Well, tell me more about the system, then. Foxmaster, what you got, fam? Reichad star system. Undertaken on the orders of the... Oh, that's right. We had... Because she had received a note from the Inquisition, I think. So, 3 inhabited bodies in the system, and nothing good has come from the Vox messages yet. They've not failed to answer, but it's maintaining total silence. Received a distress signal from the prison planet in the system. And Reichhead Minoris is not responding. And then our Augurs. What is this? An Augur. Sensor technology that allows void chips to scan planets. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. And let's see. So this probe, this sensor, intercepting signals from the surface, indicate ongoing hostilities. Oh, well, if there was like a prison outbreak or some kind of overthrowing that's happening, that's not encouraging. So that's the only thing we can do then. On what the void is going on. Alright. And then we're all set. And then, Lady Theodora, your eternally esteemed predecessor, brought the ship here for some reason. A secret commission. Who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything? The Lord Inquisitor, Hand of the Emperor, the chief architect of his will. That's the one. The very same. Strange handwritten letter. Do we... Yeah, I think we might want to go ahead and tell him about the letter. What if I choose to ignore the commission? So, Xavier... Calcazar, maybe. Seek out the right-hand man. Okay. An interrogator. Somewhere in the system. Find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires. Deliver him to Footfall, so hop on the ship. We'll all go together. Finding him without any more information will be difficult. But an Inquisitor is an important individual. Surely somebody will know something. Great deal of work ahead. It is but a taste. Take up the reins of the Von Valancius Protectorate. A scrutinizing look. Trying to gauge, yeah, how we handle all this pressure. Maybe he's about to offer some words of encouragement. And then, suddenly... More Battle Sisters? Oh, no, it's just... one sister battle. Okay, so these are the 2 NPCs. 2 of them that we worked with earlier. It's like her is suffering from ailment or dark madness. Don't leave her unsupervised. I have a personal request as well, but that can wait. Speak when we have time. She says daybreak. I'll say we'll try to like snap her out of it. See the immediate future. Okay. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is. All I can see is the word daybreak, or maybe it's dawn. But it's very dark where we are. Says I can't make heads or tails of what you're saying, lady. Out with it. Voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. It's just, I'm trying to detangle the shit. A lot of shit going down, man. Shit's weird. Find me the bridge, we could talk. Okay. And see, she's like trying to smile. All right, thanks, dear. I know you're trying. All right. And now we resume control of our character. However, it is late. It is late, and I think we do need to wrap it up here. We do have a level awaiting us, but I'm going to hold off on spending that level because, like we learned earlier, there's a whole bunch of talents to choose from and I'm gonna want to do some research on a bunch of these talents and like favorite a bunch of them. Lots of them, I mean, really, none of them seem bad. All of them seem like they do something good. It's just a matter of like, what kind of character do I want to build towards? What kind of focus do I want to have for my guy? And one thing to consider is that right now I haven't really done a whole lot of focus on the whole exploit system that operatives can do, and that's probably something I should consider, especially because at least for the time being we have 2 operatives in our party, myself and Adira, and she's a spellcasting operative, pretty baller. So we got that to look forward to. So yeah, I'll do some research kind of off stream and kind of piece together some skills that I might want to use or like builds towards for really all 4 of our characters. Give Adira a gun. Yeah, you're right, Ogaso. Especially now that we know what can happen with the that veil of whatever it was, that the corruption that happens with the casting of spells and whatnot. So with that in mind, yeah, we definitely want her to have some ranged weapons, because yeah, we were kind of stuck in that last combat. In fact, actually, I think she did have a gun. I just forgot about it. In fact, I think I can check now, can't I? I think she does have one, but we could give her a better gun, though, I think. Yeah, she has the, scrappy auto gun, which is something. Has pretty good range. So we could have done that when we were in a point last time. Oh, I remember what it was. We could have attacked the big monster, but I was trying to avoid it because I didn't want him to heal. And we couldn't reach the other guy that was like hiding around the pillar, so. But yeah, it's good to remember that we have a gun, but we've got other guns we could give her. We've got some other equipment to assign. This is maybe something for a quest. It was probably part of the ritual that was being done earlier. We could probably give that to my guy here, maybe. Heroic act, use in battle, increase the... yeah, sure, that's cool. Bloop. So cool. Oh, I look so badass. Then we get this thing. Toughness of 5 if their intelligence is less than 35. My intelligence is equal to 35. Whomst is less. Hers is 30. Hers is 30. His is 30. All right, so who needs more toughness? Or maybe, yeah, either who needs more toughness or who would gain the most? I mean, he's going to be in melee a whole lot, so we should give it to him. Boop. There we go. And then this. When we get an injury or falls unconscious, their allies gain a +1 to damage. Probably you, because if you fall in battle, then that's not a good time. Also, I know someone was asking earlier about if cosmetic items have like some kind of like not even cosmetic, but armor and weapons, if that has some kind of cosmetic effect. And sure enough, with these gloves, whoop, the gloves on. Hell yeah. All right. So, but yeah, I think we are gonna wrap it up here. Yeah, something to do other than cast spells. Casting spells is great, but there's some negatives. There's some negatives for sure. All right, so I will overwrite this save. Bloop. Overwrite the existing save. Yes, please. Yeah, I'm liking this game a lot. That combat earlier was tough, and I'm still not sure what was going on about the acts of heroism issue we were having, where it looked like the bar was full and it was trying to display something. It could have been a glitch. It could have been a bug. Again, I have heard from multiple reports that this game has a lot of bugs, especially late in the game. So it's possible we just stumbled upon something unlucky. But you know, we're still learning the systems, we're still learning the ropes, and I'm liking it a lot so far. Even if there's, you know, some kinks yet to be ironed out, this game is getting patches on a pretty regular basis. So I'm not worried. I know I'll still be able to enjoy myself, even if there's some speed bumps along the way. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. Yeah, it's good so far. It's really good so far. Out of curiosity, back in the main game, there is a cooperative mode. Yeah, cooperative mode. So you would create a lobby. You would use a little code to invite people. You can ping your teammates using left alt key. Cool. Yeah, if you weren't in voice comms, I guess is what that means. That's pretty slick. So I'm not going to do this right now, obviously. But people earlier were asking about the cooperative mode. Again, I realize it's a bummer because it is just it's just for combat, I'm assuming. Unless you can, like, vote on story options. But I'm assuming that, yeah, that there's probably, like, a party leader that, you know, gets to call a lot of the shots, I'm assuming. But yeah, more for next time though, because yeah, I don't think we'll be streaming this tomorrow. I will most likely stream tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be the last of the Zelda randomizer. Actually, I guess that's not true. I guess we could potentially, if there's time afterwards, we might play more of this. But I think tomorrow we're going to be wrapping up the Zelda randomizer with Jet and Gratafi. This has been a long time coming. This will be part number 8 of this one playthrough. Part 9 overall, because we technically had kind of a false start first session that we did back in like the beginning of November before we kind of loosened up the settings. But anyway, the Zelda randomizer, the combo random we've been doing, it is the Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask combo randomizer. It's multi-world co-op. It's been very good. We're nearing the end. We just have, I think, one more session. I think tomorrow is it. Can we wrap it up before everyone goes off for traveling for the holidays? That's the challenge. And yes, our character image, I feel really good about our character image. There he is, right there in all of his splendor. He's like really shrunken down. But yeah, that was a what's it called? A time warp scan redemption that we did last year. Hence why you can see in the background that's my old place. And we decided, well, you know what? If we're gonna have like a cool image to be our character portrait, why not pick something that is appropriately corrupted by warp? It's literally called a time warp scan. The time warp scan challenge we do from time to time. If you're curious what the hell that is, I'll give you a quick little taste. If you've never seen the time warp scan thing, it's something very dumb. And actually, it occurs to me, I'm looking in the wrong screen here. Under filters, right? Oh, it's not under filters. It is under... Oh, I have to go to the webcam. That's right. There we go. Yes, if I go into filters and then do this, it like goes down. And then as I'm talking, like if I move my head, or if I'm just kind of like move my head, like it's doing one of those things. That's what it's called, a time warp scan. That's what that's doing. I made it extra slow because we were... in fact, I should probably set it back to what it was previously, which is, I think, 10,000 milliseconds. Bloop. Set back to what it was. But yeah, that was something, that's just a channel point redemption just for doing fun, goofy stuff with the webcam. And yeah, one of them we decided to save off, and it works super well. It's very fun and very silly. Thank you again to Aaron for the very generous raid. We had a number of folks pop in. Got some new folks coming in, presumably from the Rogue Trader directory. So if you're new here, I appreciate you hanging out here. And if you're a familiar face, I appreciate you hanging out as well. Just glad to have people here in any capacity, honestly. It's cool as hell. And we are going to find a raid target because it is late. It is late at night. I've got work in the morning. I've got some stuff I need to do before bed. So I got to be something resembling a responsible person. Thank you again, Aaron, for the very generous raid. Koala Baritone, just a general, cool freaking dude, plays lots of great games on his stream. He's a professional, like, what's the word? A university-trained and degreed opera singer. He's an extremely cool dude, a very talented dude. Plays lots of great games on his channel, and has a powerful voice that can rattle the windows and shake the heavens and make your genitals swell up with anticipation. He's a great dude, and you should definitely follow him. And his Goku impersonation of if Goku was really into Sloppy Joes is second to none. Really in the top 25 Goku Sloppy Joe impressions I've ever heard. So, very good stuff. I see we got TK over on YouTube. Yeah, unfortunately, I am wrapping up, unfortunately. I'm sorry we missed the gaming content, but we'll probably do more of this tomorrow evening after the Zelda randomizer stuff finishes up. And then Thursday and Friday, we'll probably do more Rogue Trader ahead of us. This game, I think, is quite long, so we got a lot of Rogue Trader ahead of us. We're still got the dares to work on, the giveaways we're working on. The text summary is down here right now in the chat. But I can just tell you that a lot of the dares that we're working on involve beating chapters with certain parameters to them, and that will take a while. So we got some cool giveaways for them, but yeah, we got stuff in our future for sure. Yeah, I would say we got TriStar in the house as well. One low-key meeting. Oh, man. Yeah. Well, the good news is for a lot of us, hopefully for all of us, but at least for some of us, we got some holidays coming up next week. So if we can make it through this week, right? If we can make it through this week, power through whatever's left, and then we got next week will be a little bit more chill for all of us. That's the hope, right? That's the hope. As far as raid targets go, by the way, we have a couple of friends. Actually, we have several friends who are live right now. Let's raid somebody that I don't think I have raided yet. I don't think I've had a chance to raid this man before. He does not usually go this late, so this is a nice opportunity. I'm hoping that he's not wrapping up. In fact, I'm going to unmute. Actually, no, I don't think he's wrapping up right now. I don't think he is at all. But I think I will still unmute just to listen in. His name is Dead Pirate Brandon. He is a fellow Daredrop homie. He's a fellow Daredevil, which is how I came to know his content. And they're talking video games. They're talking some kind of video game thing. I'm not sure exactly what the discussion topic is, just based on like what I'm seeing in the chat. I'm seeing discussion of Final Fantasy, a couple of other stuff. So he's in the just chatting category right now. I think he's going to be playing games in a little bit. So we're going to raid Dead Pirate Brandon. Again, fellow Daredropper, fellow Daredevil even. Not just a Daredrop guy, but a fellow hardcore Daredrop user and streamer and brand ambassador. So having that association is nice. And I'm going to go ahead and mute his channel for a bit. And yeah, we're going to raid him. Gonna see what he's all about. I've only watched the stream a little bit, so it's always nice to get to raid somebody for the first time, get to, make some new friends, which is always good. He seems pretty cool though. I like what I've seen of his stream so far. And I know my outro takes a while sometimes, but real quick, my socials page has all of my stuff, all of my links. So if you want to follow me on social media, if you want to check out my YouTube channel that I mentioned earlier, I actually have 2 YouTube channels. I have the main channel that I do multi-stream to, so I am live on YouTube. On my main channel, I also have shorts and compilations and highlight reels for the main channel. And then the archives channel, that's more for just long, full segment streamed things that I have done. So including tonight's stream, tonight's Warhammer segment will go up on the archives channel eventually. I've got a backlog I'm kind of working through. But that's just a stream archives, pretty simple and easy. And then, of course, I'm also multi-streaming to TikTok and Trovo and Facebook. So we're keeping real busy. I've tried to post videos and shorts to TikTok and Instagram and Twitter every so often. So trying to have a presence on lots of platforms. And of course, we are on Discord as well. The Discord server is open for anybody to join. Anybody else can join it. Anybody at all can join it. So if you wish to join the Discord server, it's the best way to keep up with myself and others off stream. But you don't have to. It's not. I know we're all in a bajillion Discord servers. If you're anything like me, you're already in way too many as it is. So it's not something I require, but it's a nice thing sometimes. And we post lots of fun stuff there. So I think it's pretty cool. Not that I'm biased. All right, friends, I've yammered. Let's go ahead and raid Brandon. Dead Pirate Brandon is this guy's name. He's been doing lots of cool stuff. He's also on YouTube. I know he was, I think I saw one of his shorts come across my timeline. So this man's been pretty busy. This man's a content creator and he seems pretty cool. And yeah, let's watch him for a bit, see what he's all about, and hang out there for a bit. I will see you guys there. Good night, friends. And if you want some Zelda randomizer and maybe more Rogue Trader action tomorrow, I'll be happy to supply it. Good night, everybody.
They've barred the gates. Use the battering ram.
Ooh, technologically advanced civilization of the past. Thousands of years before we're gonna use it. Ooh. Hey, Super Hobbit! I love your name. And Elgoza, welcome on in. I'm doing fake rants about Final Fantasy. Yes, you got Ghost Shark. How is... Oh, Rogue Trader! Good news, dude! Everyone. Did you get that from Daredrop? Rogue Trader, I've been trying to do that. Like, what are you up to? How are you doing? Rogue Trader is so good. News, super good. What about Kingdom Hearts? We'll get to Kingdom Hearts. I'm not done yet. Oh, you're one of the